All right, recording is go. We're back at it with more Fate Extra, picking up right where we left off. I didn't do any off stream for this. I might have alluded that I was thinking about it last time. And that's as far as I got. I continue to only think about it and then never actually did it. I had other off stream to do, so. Oh, I think I muted the game too. There we go. Now we can hear the game. So, I think, do I still need to spend stats? Okay, we spent stats. So I think it's just going to activate the boss battle. Let me bring up my guide since I forgot to do that. I don't remember what all we did on this day before stopping. Did we at least sort out our information for our opponent? It does not appear so. So we have to go to the personal room and sort out opponent information. Banging, that's us. Banging Kawakami. Always. Without rest. We banging. We banging. That's us. All right, organize information. I should piece together all the information I know before the elimination battle. This round, the bulletin board was tampered with to show my name, but not my opponent's. After an escape from the unknown master, I found residue of their magic in the mark their attack left on the school building. Right, and the source of that magic was runes. Right, upon investigating the wall's damage the next day with Rani, we discovered the servant used a rune. After that, I finally encountered my opponent on the second floor. They wore the guise of an effigy, but inside was a strong warrior. The enemy servant's class was Lancer. Right, the servant's attack pattern screamed Lancer. Additionally, from the power of the servant's attacks, I felt they had to be a famous legendary soul. In order to repel the effigy, Rani used a uniquely calibrated firewall bypass that she had prepared earlier. From its effects, it seemed Rani knew the true name of the servant and the identity of the master. She called the noble phantasm Spear of Barbaric Impalement. The gay bulge. Servant is your goat. Yep, there it is. Is a cursed spear that always finds its mark. It belonged to a Celtic legendary soul. Fate fans immediately know who it is. Cause duh. There he is! Ah! Our opponent has been revealed. You know how sad this makes me? This is the only reason I never play Rani route. The fact that Reen has to be your opponent in week 6 is like my least favorite thing. The great hero of Ireland, the Celtic child of light, Cuckoo Lane. Our favorite dying bag. Yeah, that's Coo for you. But what a fun fan fiction that Reen actually has Coo as her servant for once. Kind of incredible. I actually had seen him once before, fighting as a servant in the battle between two of my friends. His master is Reen Tosaka. Yes, Reen Tosaka, that girl who took pity on me time and time again, is now my opponent. But I will fight fiercely. The Colosseum doors beckon now. Dude, the fact that I have to kill Reen in this route is the worst. God, I hate it. Okay. Whatever. Narrow. Let's save. Yeah, okay. Ooh. I don't even remember if this is going to be favorable for us. Am I about to get my ass handed to me? There's a chance. Let me at least fix my code casts for once. I like never do this. I always forget. This one might not be bad. Recover may actually be pretty good. Heal and cure status effects just in case might be incredible. This one we definitely want. Yeah, let's go with this. Rice Setting Sun? Is that the one that, like, revives you afterwards? Hold on. Will bring you back from death a single time. Yeah. Potentially. We'll see how this goes. Attacks ignore enemy guard and weakens them. Yeah, we're chilling. Alright, let's go down to the first floor. I'm gonna save one last time because... Oops, that's the wrong floor. Because I'm paranoid and save a lot. And let's talk to Kotomine. You will now enter the Colosseum and confront the opposing master. Are you ready? Not really, no. Remember, the only way to leave the Colosseum is to win. If you are ready, I will open the gate. Here we go. The way to the Colosseum is now open, young master. I wish you the best of luck and hope that you will return. Remember, it's kill or be killed. Pain. Did you ever do Rani route, Noma? I don't remember. I feel like you said you had it. No, okay, that's what I thought. For the same reason I don't ever do it. Yeah, exactly. For anyone who needs a reminder, it's because having to kill Reen in this route is like the worst possible timeline. Oh my god. I hate it. Hi. Reen! Yeah, she's just there being silent. Nothing to say. Impressive as that is, you would be more magnificent with last words on your lips. You're fighting your two favorite Fate Stay Night characters. Imagine the pain. Yeah, fair. Your stoicism is tedious. If you are hiding emotions with your silence, then perhaps you have regrets. We can give her the silent treatment or talk to her. We're talking to her. Let's just make this worse. So you just had to chat with me. Really? There's nothing in your mind but rainbows and sunshine, huh? In a few hours, one of us won't even exist. What's the point of talking? What? If death is inevitable, then why does life matter in the first place? I don't have any better ideas of how to pass the time until we get there. All right, I'll play along. What do you want to talk about? The Holy Grail War? The end of the world? Let's not talk about any of that stuff. Then what do you want to talk about? Love. Hey, what kind of subject is that? Now that's a juicy topic. I like how you think, enemy of mine. Not like it's gonna kill you to talk about your time in the trenches, is it? What a fucking way to phrase it, Ku. Why don't you start by telling them about the parade of suitors you had, Master? Bruh! What trenches? You mean the virtual war I've been waging from that junk shop since forever? When exactly was I supposed to time to sit down and get all friendly with a boy? Yawn. In other words, you have no love life. Damn it, I walked right into that. What a shame to see looks like yours going to waste. God, don't those comrades of yours have any balls? Those men are all veterans of long military service. They treat me with dignity and respect. Well, I suppose it would be nice to have someone who didn't treat me like a princess. Oh, I feel so sorry for you. To be idolized by so many men is just completely unbearable. So you don't hold these adoring men at arm's reach. They're all paragons of masculine restraint. What about this guy here? Seems you've let him penetrate your shield of defense. Phrasing. Is it your first? Is it your first time? The first time you've let someone the same age as you into your inner circle? Jesus Christ. Phrasing? Shut up, Lancer. You're just saying things to get a reaction now. He's all about penetrating with that big red lance of his. Yeah, okay, it's fair. He would be all about penetrating. And if I am, one of you will be dead after this. Fine. But I think that if we'd met in the real world, you and I probably would have become friends. Hey, we're almost there. Ever since we met, there's been a strange connection between us. In that light, fighting against you is a rough prospect. On the other hand, I'm glad we were paired. I'd prefer to watch you disappear with my own eyes rather than you vanish in a battle I'll never see. If there's any deeper meaning in one of us killing each other, we'll realize it at the end. So that's why I intend to cut you down swiftly and without mercy. Well then, Reen looks different. Yes, she did get a redesign in this. The one garter really says it all. Shut up, Noma. Spoilers. She just looks different. Don't worry about it. The elevator slows and the preparation period was short and sweet. And now it's over. Match is a draw. We both die. Yeah. What happens if they both give up? So if both sides get up, I think you both die. And if one side gives up, the person who gave up dies. There's no way out of it, unfortunately. We've reached our final destination. Let's go all out. The doors open and a dimly lit pathway appears. I take a step forward and the fight begins now. Oh boy. Surely this can't be that bad. Okay. Pretty exotic having a master battle at the bottom of a tropical sea. Let's settle this, Lancer. Of course, master of mine. You're ready to fight, then so am I. Let's wrap this up. People kill folks they know on the battlefield all the time in war. Let me know when you're ready to die. Master, I will not respond to them. Just command me calmly, as you always do. With your steady hand, I will become your unshakable sword. With a firm hand, grasp victory. Oh boy. Let's go, Lancer. Let's go, Reed. Starting it off strong with a servant battle. Oh boy. We get to see his max HP? No. Does he normally use this first? That's not as noble Phantasm, at least. Let's do that. I'm gonna block him from doing whatever he wants to do. And then fair enough, Noma. I bet. I'm gonna do this. Break, break, attack, attack, attack. I'm gonna try this. We'll see what happens. Oh, admittedly, this can go really poorly if he continues to guard. Okay. Could have got better. Hold on, how many? I can't use this actually, but I'm curious to see how many I can get off. I can only do 3 in a row. All right, that's fair, I suppose. In which case, I'm just gonna attack, break, guard, attack. Guard? Was it? In that case, I wonder if doing this and then going break, guard, attack, guard is the correct decision here. What did she do? Ow, I still got fucking hit? Rude. Oh, really? Really? Oh no, am I dead? Almost? Almost died? At least that spell kicks ass. Use it? Maybe. We'll see. I don't know how long it lasts. That's the problem. It's why I'm hesitant to. Shit. That's okay. So we can go recover, noble phantasm, attack, go this one. Actually, what if I just go attack, blossom of the court, attack. Let's do this. Does it actually ignore guard, or am I crazy? Attacks ignore enemies guard and weakens them, supposedly. But I feel like it didn't actually end up working that way before. Whatever, we're just gonna do this. I'm not even gonna bother trying to do it that way because I don't trust it. So I think her noble phantasm lasts 3 turns. Oh shit! Oh shit. Does he always use it on that turn? That might be the case. He just noble phantasm killed me. That's fine. You think that always kills? According to what I'm reading, you can block it and it won't insta-kill you. But I didn't know he was gonna use it, so I didn't block. Let's see. Let's just use the cheats. So he doesn't have a specified point at which he uses it, and apparently if you have a high enough luck stat you can avoid it, but also you can just block and it won't kill you. But I'd have to know when he's gonna use it. And unfortunately, in that instance, I had no idea. I guess we could use Thrice Setting Sun. We'll see if that actually does anything. The problem is, I don't know how long Thrice Setting Sun lasts. And I only have so much MP. So there's a chance that I use this, and it expires, and then I still die. Because it literally could last one turn for all I know. But buffs usually last like 3, I think. Wow, I actually got all 5 hits on him there. Unfortunately, he raised his defense, so that's pretty awkward. I think this only works once, so I probably won't even bother. Okay, so Thrice Setting Sun at least lasts 2 turns. I'm just gonna assume I should guard here. I don't know what his patterns are. I want to say we're gonna want to do attack, attack, guard, break, guard. Something like that? I'm stunned, so unfortunate. Oh fuck. Okay. Let's go with recover. We can guard, attack, break, guard, attack. Maybe I should guard here too. I don't know, man. I may need to reload save and not grab the stun. Instead of bringing the stun or even the heal, maybe I probably just need to bring the thing that restores Saber's MP. I think that'll actually be smarter overall. So if we lose this one, I'm just gonna end up getting something that I can restore Saber's MP with. I think that makes more sense. I also probably could have waited on that heal a little bit instead of using it right away. So yeah, her decreasing luck like that, I think, is to benefit the Noble Phantasm specifically, is what the point of that is. To make his Noble Phantasm better. I'm assuming he'll use it on the 6th move regardless. So on this turn where I can use my Noble Phantasm, my guess is he's going to use it. So if I do attack, Blossom of the Court, I can only use that many. Oh, he got rid of some of my MP. That's unfortunate. I can attack, and then I'm gonna guard on the 6th move, though I think it'll still kill. Again, I probably could have. Oh, I restored my luck as well. But I still probably could have used that heal later than I did. It's fine. So I'm gonna assume he uses it on the 6th move regardless. So maybe I should just buffer the guard on the 6th move constantly, because he can use that as many times as he wants. Hmm? Nope, he used it on the 3rd move that time. No, the 4th rather. That did kill me, but we should get back up from this, right? Yeah. Fuck me. I still died. Yeah, we need to restore my MP. I gotta reload my save. I'm actually just gonna, I'm not even gonna watch the scene. As watching the scene would be fine. I don't feel like it. I need to bring something that gives me MP. Because I need to be able to spam skills. What if his Noble Phantasm is a counter to yours? I don't think so. Because the game doesn't input read you. It decides what it's going to use before you choose. So I'm pretty sure he just uses it on the 4th turn. Same as, like, I would normally use it. That's twice in a row he's used his Noble Phantasm on the fourth turn, though. Yeah, exactly. You're reacting to the enemy, so... Yeah, so there's no way that would be... He doesn't use it to counter you. Okay, so Sword of Repentance obviously doesn't do anything, I'm assuming. So let's go with... Slightly heal Servant's MP. I think we're gonna want to use this. All right, we're gonna skip through the dialogue again. Do we ask her about something different? That's the question. Do we want to ask her about something that's not love this time? There was also dreams and school. Do we want to ask about one of those or just get straight to the battle? Love seems like the most amusing option available, to be honest, though. And it sure was. But now I know he uses it on either the 4th or the 6th attack, I guess. Doesn't look like anybody has any opinions one way or the other, so I'm probably just gonna go straight to the battle. Oh, the servants might still have something to say if we go this route. Hey, we're almost there. You returned Reen's silent treatment. It was dull for me, but I presume you were focusing on the battle. Never fear, I understand that silence is more powerful than 1,000 words. That's it. That was all it was. No chat. Just silence. Let's go all out. Yep. Here we go. Does all the other conversations change based on that too?
Okay.
Nope, not really. They still say the same thing. Okay. This is the only servant battle so far we've actually had a bit of a time with, too. I'm gonna go ahead and guard whatever this is, though I think he's just buffing here anyways. Now that I think about it, since she's not using a skill, I'm pretty sure that's just him buffing. In which case... maybe we should use Thrice Setting Sun once. No, see, but... I just worry about the MP. Oh, I guess we could do this. We do this, and then this, and then we can heal her MP because... I don't know how much MP this is gonna heal, but it's fine. This doesn't look right. Hold on. Break, attack, guard. Let's say attack here. But I also want to heal her MP at the last second for shits and giggles to see what happens. More good music, yeah. Yeah, that's what I thought. He's just buffing that turn. I guess correct. $62. Okay, so a little bit actually more than before. He's gonna probably skill here. So let's do this, this maybe. I'm probably gonna go ahead and heal on this turn just in case. Also, why did we lose MP? He does something that removes my MP. Okay. probably block again. Guard. Let's go. Veil of Petals, Veil of Petals. Heal MP, Veil of Petals. So she's increasing his luck, I think. No, she's damaging mine. Still blocked that. So he's gonna Noble Phantasm this turn. We know this for a fact. He's probably gonna use it on that 6th move though, since he didn't use it on the 4th move this time. That's my guess. The question is, yeah, okay. I have my plan ready here. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna use Blossom of the Court, attack, break, Blossom of the Court, and then I'm going to heal and defend. Actually, I lied. I'm going to restore MP and defend. The only way we die here, I think, like actually lose the fight, is if he Noble Phantasms on the 2nd turn instead of the 6th. Then it is a problem. And I had no... Okay, he didn't Noble Phantasm on the 2nd turn. So we're chilling. Nor did he on the 5th. That means it's gotta be that 6th turn. So I healed my MP and then I'm blocking here. Will it actually stop me from dying? I'm at half HP, so it might not. Okay, it did do a lot less damage though. Or did it still do equal to my HP? I'm not even sure. We're gonna have to recover. Let's use Thrice Setting Sun again. I'm assuming we need it. We can go ahead and Blossom of the Court here. Do this. I don't know what to do for these last two, so let's just try using Guard twice, honestly, just in case. I can take the break hits. I'm not scared of those. Yeah, okay. I didn't get to block that, but that's fine. Oh, I was gonna apply regen, the revive anyway. Big damage. Yeah, it's okay. Son of a bitch. Veil of Petals twice. I'm gonna use attack, guard, attack, guard. So, Shoal of Extremity. What the fuck does that do? Oh shit! Is that what I think it is? No, this actually might be problematic. Whoa, wait, that attack command was correct? I was kind of guessing. Yeah, so he's got an auto revive effect too. Lovely. Motherfucker, dude. Even if he hits me here. Okay. Yeah, okay, that was a well-timed recovery because 2 more hits, 1 more hit I think would have gotten me actually. Dude, he just like 700 per hit now? Ugh. We can MP heal here and then potentially hit with Veil of Petals, guard, Veil of Petals, break. Though I don't know if we'll actually have enough for this second Veil of Petals, so I might actually not do that. Let's do break actually. But to be fair, okay, did I actually? Okay, I did manage to guard there, and I got paralyzed though. Not great. Ah. Oh, that paralysis is the problem. Am I actually cooked? I didn't expect her to paralyze me. Yep, there's paralyze again. I do get revived here. But that paralyze is an issue. Dude, and I didn't even kill him. Yeah, I'm glad I MP healed. Oh, fuck. I don't have a way to full heal her. We have an elixir. But there's no way to... I'm so glad I saved it. I mean, it would have only affected me on that last hit anyway. But we're still in a really bad spot. Because he's gonna revive. I don't think I have what I need to get through this properly. So there's that. That's not good. If I'm wrong twice in the middle here, we're in a really bad spot. Okay, he only gets 2,000 health back. This is gonna do 1,000. Never mind, it's gonna do 500 because of his buff. Okay, at least we weren't wrong twice. Oh. Alright, you fucker. Let's do an elixir. And then... honestly, can we even use Blossom of the Core? I don't think so. We're gonna do this. Dude, is the elixir overkill? Like, legitimately? Do I have anything else? I was also thinking that. Yeah, elixir skill spam seems to be the correct decision here. But do I actually? Yeah, I guess I do. Do we do this? This? Honestly, we can defend whatever he's doing there. This. I'm assuming he's not gonna Noble Phantasm a second time. I should have used my revive skill just in case. Oh wow, hopefully we kill him without needing to worry about it. It's fine, yeah, okay. The elixir might have been overkill, but whatever. It guaranteed the win. It was pretty tough. So we won, but we're still sad about it. God damn it. Aw, we lost. Suffice to say, her tone of voice was a little more casual than I expected from someone about to die. I'm sorry, Master. I botched it at the last moment. No, you and Saber were even. I'm the one who let you down. It should be me apologizing. She speaks with no trace of regret. I suppose she's gracious enough to accept defeat if she gave it her all. Even, are we? I suppose. He was an unparalleled spiel wielder after all. I can find no fault with him. I never thought I'd lose to you. Certainly not when I first met you. That reminds me, I've always told you to have a reason to fight. I'd like to hear your reason. I think I'm entitled to hear it, now that I've lost to you. So, what are you now? Someone who knows what they want? Or someone who's still looking? For her sake, I'll say I know. I know what I'm about. Good. Then me dying shouldn't rock you to the core or anything like that. Whew, the last thing I'd want is to affect your upcoming battle. Now then. I've been ready to die since I entered the Holy Grail War, but I was sure I'd be mortified if that time came. But now that it's finally happening, I have to say I'm rather calm. As long as someone defeats Leo, the Harway's plan to rule the Earth will be significantly delayed. There were only ever a few masters whose power I had faith in, but for some reason, I know you can do it. Sure, you were pathetically weak at the beginning, but you've grown strong enough to take on Leo, and to win. Oh, maybe I lost because I know I could rely on someone else to attain my objective. If you stop caring about winning for even a second, you're done. I guess I screwed up. Command seal? While she speaks, Reen is gradually disintegrating. Reen's servant fades out of existence without any final words. He's about to follow him without a fuss. Oh, I was wondering, do you like kids? I can't say I love them, but seeing a happy kid always brings a smile to my face. I'm sure you'll see lots of smiles after the Holy Grail War, so enjoy them for me. Oh. Okay, go. With a smile more gentle than I'd ever seen her give, a smile I'll never forget, she fades away. She fought to change the world, and now she's gone. Ouch. As for me, I'm one step closer to the Holy Grail. When I obliterate the final enemy and reach the Holy Grail, what should I do? Good question, Hakuno! Maybe you should have thought about it before you killed Best Girl! Fucker! Ouch! Not cool, man. I was technically 3 levels over the target level and I was still getting my ass handed to me? Yeah, that sounds about right. Are you happy now? You just killed my wife. No! No, I'm not! Do I look happy? I might be laughing, but I'm actually dead inside. Yep, here we go. Yeah, I killed Lancer. Uh-huh. The very weakest challenges the very strongest. Yeah, we know who our opponent is. What's up, Yan? How you doing? Oh boy, final opponent. There's only 2 people left in the tournament. Killed my wife and her boyfriend. Uh-huh.
共に性質の違う強者とな。
Two vastly different warriors remain. Ain't that the truth?
であれば、もう一度君に送ろう。光あれと。
Nikari.
視点の玉座にて
Doing
君を
good?
待つ。
Glad to hear it. All right. Ultim, the final selection. Combatants remaining, deuce. It's just me and that shitty Harway boy who thinks he's better than us. We already know who his servant is too, because he literally told us on the first week who he was. So, you know. The next combatants will be announced on the second floor bulletin board. Does it really matter? And now all too familiar ringing tone draws my eyes to my terminal. The final week has begun. I've already been in this stupid ass moon cell for almost 2 months. Crazy. Hi, Leo. Hi, Gawain. When I arrive at the bulletin board, as prompted by the terminal, there is someone there ahead of me. You're awake. Hi, awake. I am Steven. Good to see you. I'm joking. Hi, Zelcade. I'm not surprised to see him. After all, there's no one else who would be there. Good day. I have to take a break after our little introduction here. I just realized it's break time. As Leo turns my way, smiling as usual. His servant Gawain stands one step behind him, straight as a sword thrust into a stone. Why does it say question marks even though we just said who he was? We got Aurea in 20 pulls and Yuzuha in 12. Today's a good day. God damn. Must be nice. I got Aurea in 70, which I won't complain about. Unlike Leo, Gawain's eyes are calm. I sense no hostility from him, just an ironclad loyalty and unwavering confidence in his lord. Gawain's composure wouldn't slip, even in the middle of a battle. That righteous white knight would die without a question for his lord. As I'm looking around, I'm struck by a sense of change. This is the last time I'll see the bulletin board like this. I look, though I already know the name. Master, Leonard Bistario Harway. That's us. With this announcement, at last we are formally adversaries. Once again, I wish you luck. Leo's trying to speak casually, but something has changed about his voice. It's not that he's apprehensive about the fight. He's excited, almost thrilled. It's strange. Honestly, I never imagined that you would be the one with me at the very end. When I first saw you, you were an industrious, adaptive, and rather forgettable individual. What? Over the brief course of this war, you've grown immeasurably as if suited to the soil of battle. Now the you standing in front of me is a fitting opponent, not just in ability, but in countenance. I'm as enamored with this feeling of competition as a little girl is with a fairy tale. Leo laughs bashfully. You'd think he'd never enjoyed basic human emotions before. I do not know for which one of us this fate was meant for. However, now I feel this fight with you is a necessary step in the process of my ascension to the throne. For showing me a side of the world I had not yet known, you have my deepest gratitude. Leo isn't being insincere. He's thanking me in his self-centered, condescending way. He believes he'll win. He believes he's righteous. His belief in his own victory is greater than any I've ever seen. Leo, I understand your feelings, but further cordiality would be quite unnecessary. It has been an obstacle. The time to exchange words has passed with this now worthy opponent. You also require rest. A king must be at his best, so let us put an end to this posturing. Indeed, thank you, Gawain. I got carried away. I will take my leave now. I look forward to your next audience with me on the final battlefield. He's gonna be the one opponent who doesn't try anything shady, right? Surely he wouldn't. He's Leo, after all. He would never. Leo's parting smile was gentler than usual. I can't help watching his back as he leaves. Feels like I've always been looking at Leo's back. My world is too different from his. His sentiments have always been as foreign as his home country. A boy who has progressed by making victory second nature. A king who will not tolerate any outcome but victory. A person whose entire life has been absolute. I don't believe that he and I are equals. But then again, we're both king of the mountain right now. We came from many places. To fight in this Holy Grail war, I will struggle to find my place. Alright, time for the final showdown, king. You just started calling Leo king? Wow. Go off, I guess. Strangely enough, my heart is calm. I breathe easily. The memories of past battles a comfort rather than a paralyzing factor. I'm not eager to fight, but I'm not distressed either. I'm mostly surprised at my own placidity. Saber is in a similar mood. With a gentle voice, but the same steely eyes, Saber speaks to me. The day we battle the princeling has finally arrived. He is a magnificent creature, born possessing the poise, charisma, and pride of a king. Seldom is such a person born who can bring the people of the world such joy, and such wickedness. If only. But no, I do not like him. I like you better. A king is capable and well suited to leadership. What would become of things if this boy was king? He is but a deus ex machina, arising from the stage unbidden and unwelcomed by his people. His rule promises a gilded cage for his people, unfairly stifling their radiance. Yeah, dude. They wouldn't be able to engage in debauchery. Takes a despot to know a despot is a fucking wild thing to say. Oh god, I want to say this really badly, but that would probably piss her off. We're gonna do it. Well now, that was below the belt. Oh, I'm sorry. I pride myself on my just ideals. However, it seems the path I took was not righteous. Ouch, she looks so sad. I sought to be an emperor, but I stand by my last words, though I feel ashamed of them sometimes. What's with that face? Am I not young and easily swayed by diversions from righteousness? In any case, I find there to be something deeply moving about this, our last fight. You have trudged through bloodshed and sorrow to reach this point, although you still lack much. These trials you've endured have carved a fine pattern into you. I accept you as my sheath. What now? It is your love for life which propels you through triumph and despair. That is most beautiful. And then Saber quietly disappeared. Right, this is the last time Saber and I will fight side by side. This woman truly is my Saber, a blade that cuts down any hardship that I face. Saber would probably just get angry if I said that, telling me not to thank her for every little thing. So instead of thanking Saber, I'll show her that I'm ready and willing for this fight. She will appreciate that most of all. Damn right. All right. Well, that took... Oh, god damn it. As I head out into the hallway, a silhouette appears in the doorway. I wonder how many times I've met Kotomine like this. What does he want this time? As he sees me tense up, he flashes me a rare smile. I must admit that I'm surprised that you, of all people, have made it this far. I welcome you to the final confrontation, Master. The Holy Grail is almost within your reach. The omnipotent construct that'll grant any wish, any desire. Can you feel how close it is? Of course, I dream of it. That is what it is to be human. I had been a bit concerned, but hearing this, I am relieved. One who does not have desires and one who does not have wishes. One who only denies the fight. Sus Kotomine. Kotomine is only sus and always sus. If a person of that demeanor were to win, I would be sorely disappointed. With that, his mouth forms into a grimace. I have no clue what is going on in his mind, but... Now allow me to announce the final trial. The way to the last battlefield has been opened. So who will claim victory and raise the Holy Grail to their lips? I await with bated breath. Sweet, alright, that took forever. I need to take a break. Give me like 3 minutes, you guys. I'm gonna make a quick bathroom run. I'm also probably gonna try and snack a bit because I haven't gotten to even touch them this last hour. So, BRB. Sorry about that. I was a little bit late. All right, I'm out of energy drink, which is good. Okay, let's go down to the commissary and see if there's any new stuff we can buy item-wise. There should be new formal wear, yeah? 1, 2, 3. Is there actually 3 new formal wear? Yikes. I don't have nearly enough money for that. Greatly raises strength, greatly raises defense, greatly raises... Oh, so these are just all different stats. I mean... Yeah? Buy the strength one for now. I do want to get a good look at items here. Is Yakisoba bread any good? How many of these do we have? None. Magic Crystal Fragment is new-ish. We've got quite a few already, actually. I'm not even going to worry about those. Let's just buy a second Mystic Code. I'm going to buy the defense one as well. So for now, equip. I do not need that one anymore. Let's use second strike. These two are probably the best one for our purposes. We already start out at Matrix level 1 with both the type or the class and true name of our opponent, because Leo revealed it to us like at the very beginning. Pretty silly. Let's go talk to Sakura. She should give us weekly healing item. Her healing item basically saved my ass in the last fight. Sakura's amazing lunch. Is it just like mostly heal servant MP? Okay, so yeah, it's just similar to the other one, but better healing. And with that, let's go to the chapel real quick. I can't level, but we should have a conversation with Toko. Let's go talk to Toko, see how she's doing. I can't count how many times I've come here, and now the only masters left are myself and Leo. When the finals begin, this school will become almost completely devoid of life. When that time comes, will these sisters still be here in the chapel, unable to leave? You need to focus on your opponent, not worrying about us. Just think of us as scenery. She's right. Toko and I can take care of ourselves. I do appreciate your concern, though. Thanks, Banging. This may be the last time we see each other, so I want to say goodbye now. Don't hold back against Leo. And although I was just an observer, I have a feeling you'll win. Rice omelet with hardened ketchup lunchbox. Yeah, pretty much. That would be Sakura's amazing lunch. I'd believe it. Your compassion sickens me, and you're still a disappointment and a monstrosity. Dude, Aoko was just being nice, Toko. Don't be such a bitch. I guess it's something. Being able to relate to other people is a virtue. Maybe. You might not understand it, but every memory of your opponent will make your attack stronger. But by me saying that, you might place more value on this conversation than you should. Ah, screw it. Anyway, I doubt there will be any magi still alive as disgustingly avaricious as you. With that, Toka Ozaki shrugs her shoulders and gives me a sardonic smirk. And despite the abuse, I detected a hint of warmth. Oh god. What is this? Hakuno's masochistic tendencies are arising. Or dare I say, affection even? Between puffs of smoke, I heard her murmur, "You're quite extraordinary." The entire school building is something. It's all fake. We're all in a giant simulation on the moon. If that sounds like I'm making crap up, unfortunately, that's real. That's actually what's going on here. Hakuna knows what's going on, I guess. I walk down the hallway en route to the arena. Is it because the culmination of this journey draws near that each footstep feels so inevitable? Why have you stopped so suddenly? Are you not feeling well? For some reason, as I gaze out the window at the digital sky, Saber chooses to appear. The swordsman exquisitely ensconced in a red ballroom dress, a tyrant protective of all life's beauty. A young woman who gloriously rends life from flesh, more arrogant, more radiant than any other. Yeah, I see. I can walk down a different path. I cannot understand you if you remain silent. Look at those eyes. She looks very disappointed. I'm inclined to humor any request you have at the moment, if it was within reason. Oh? I smile unwittingly at Saber, always so prideful. I want to protect her smile, even though she is the one who always defends me. She blushed. Fool! Do not make such strange face. You almost inadvertently made me do the same. Why, it was near sabotage. Had Leo attacked us this moment, we would have been caught unaware. Only show that expression in the safety of our room, Master. It is wasted in a place like this. Were we giving her bedroom eyes in the middle of the hallway? Is that why she's so embarrassed? You can only give me bedroom eyes in the room. Do not give bedroom eyes in the middle of the hallway. Still flustered and visibly angry, Saber disappeared. He's the same irrational, charming despot as ever. I shouldn't be thinking this, but this past week has been enjoyable because I've been with Saber. This past week? Do you mean these past 6 weeks? But still, the hour of battle draws ever closer. The final battle. No matter how the Holy Grail War ends, I'll be parted from her. Alright. Let's have a little bit of a save before we go into the dungeon, because we've seen all of the events, I believe, today. Oh boy. Round 7, day 1. This is the arena entrance. Should I head inside? Yes. So Leo shouldn't have any sneaky tricks for us, which means this should be a relatively straightforward exploration, right? Right? That's probably would be too good to be true. This is probably gonna be some shit. What the fuck is going on? The atmosphere of the arena felt more ominous than normal, and the noise felt as if it was going to rip me apart. The animosity being directed at me is almost palatable. It makes me want to throw up. The source of all this hostility, it's definitely not Leo. Saber seems really on edge, but they're right. This feeling isn't coming from either Leo or Gawain. In fact, I'm almost sure I felt this feeling of hatred before. But how is it? I think I understand now. I doubt there are two people capable of radiating such lethal malice. I'm not sure what kind of trick this might be, but you should prepare yourself, Praetor. There's only one person who's directed this much hostility at us before. That shouldn't make it too hard to figure it out. Seems like the gate no longer functions. The arena feels as if its only purpose is to kill. I've never felt such malevolence before. If we fail to act, any hope of escaping will be lost. Which means we literally just have to pursue whatever the objective is, I guess. We can't explore at our leisure yet. While walking in the arena, a sudden burst of distortion that sounds almost like a groan pierces my brain. Could it be a voice? Jealous. Not yet. Die. Why? Myself! That was definitely a voice. I suddenly feel as if a wave of negative emotions is washing over me. Just ignore it, Master. It's just the meaningless lamentation of the dead. It's not an enemy of ours. Saber's words immediately bring me back to reality. While the aura of negativity is still very much there, the voice that seemed to ring in my head is gone. There's no doubt as to who that voice belongs to, but how? I want to know the truth. I have to keep moving forward. Or, you know, to the right, because we can't go forward. Hey, buddy. I fucked up this time. Perfect.
始めようマスター。あーもうまとまりつくな。
I mean, at this point, can't I just veil of petals twice and then guard and then it's dead?
任せよ。世の出番だな。
That should be enough.
さあ行くぜ。
Unless he blocks me here and then I'm kind of screwed.
さあ行くぜ。
Fuck.
させぬ無礼な。
Never mind. The guard still kills.
検討したな。世の剣もようやく本調子。
As long as we be a cheaty bastard and do stuff like that.
引くがよい。
Or, you know, hit him with a stun and then it's a lot less annoying.
任せよ。一周に伏してくれ
This,
る。
I should be able to just hit 3 times in a row, right? No. It doesn't matter because it'll die on that 4th hit regardless. Oh, shit. Curse! The fuck is that? It didn't die on the 4th hit. Whatever. We're still
検
fine.
討したな。怪我はないか、マスター。
I might. The distortion sears my brain like a hot iron. Dark thoughts seem to work their way through my entire being. The sudden chill that courses through my body sets to shaking, and I feel like I'm being turned inside out. I try to stop the intrusion of these evil thoughts into my consciousness, but they continue to enter my mind. His name is Dejection. His origins lay in disdain and spite. His name is abomination and hatred. In his past is scorn and ridicule. God, could you stop being so edgy? In other words, apathy towards everything. What? What is this? These overwhelming emotions. What's the source of this deranged irrationality that has rejected and rejects, denies and is denied? It feels as if it crawled out from the darkest depth of hell. I muster all the strength I can and barely manage to endure the onslaught that threatens to engulf me. The Harways seldom... Is that someone's voice? I push through the distortion and focus my attention on the voice. Experiment will begin. We will remove the liver to observe the pain response. No anesthesia will be used. Okay, that's pretty fucked up. Failure. Okay. Less than useless. This individual has no right to exist and has nothing to contribute to the future. No value, no ability. It's a failure. Its design is flawed. The rate of aging is twice that of a normal person. I predict that its lifespan will be 25 years at best. What a failure. It's hopeless. This is the most unforgivable of sins committed against nature. It'd be understandable if it came from common stock, but if it came from a superior life form. Refrain. Stop. The voice suddenly stops. As I concentrate harder, I can see a figure beyond the distortion. That must be a woman. I focus my concentration. As I stretch out my hand, a scene plays out before me. There you are, Miss Alicia. That voice. It sounds much younger, but it definitely belongs to Julius. Though his voice is audible, his figure doesn't appear. This must be his memory then. The woman named Alicia turns toward Julius, but time has degraded the memory of her facial features. Oh, Julius, what's wrong? Yes, the master has... something. Caved. The master has had something. So it's that time... something already... I don't... whatever, dude. It's all distorted. The sunlight was so what? Felt so good. I just happened to forget what time it was. Let us hurry. We aren't get pun if we make hit wait just a little longer. Oh, I'm guessing that says we won't get punished if we make him wait just a little longer, maybe. Anyway, Julius, your son who it better father. No, as I have be that it is be the Harwa then the heart Leo? That's a bunch of really fucked up garbled text. Master, what's wrong? You must come back to reality. Can you hear the sound of my voice? I am here. The sound of Saber's panic shouting brings me back to reality. The voices I heard in those memories faded at the end and I couldn't understand them, but those memories definitely belong to Julius. Perhaps he was trying to tell me something. Buried under all those dark memories was a cry of sorrow? I have to go on. I have to learn what the owner of that voice is seeking, but why though? Why do we care? Can we run into this door? Sure as fuck can't. Got it! You missed! Stop missing! Thank you! Attack, guard. Oh, perfect. Now I don't have to do anything else. That's kind of unfortunate. Dude, we don't know anything about what pattern it's using. That sucks. I'm gonna guess it's clockwise. So let's guess that it went clockwise. I could be wrong and I could take some damage here. I definitely took some damage here. And it uses skill, fuck off. Okay. Oh, it went the other way the second time around too. Interesting. It used attack at the end, I think. Or attack break. No, it used attack at the end, yeah. Weird. Whatever. Another cutscene, here we go. There it is again. The black thoughts encroach upon my brain like closing waves. Concentrate on the owner of these voices. I'm drawn into these dark thoughts. Avoiding the distortions that try to envelop me, I reach out with my mind. Where is that figure? When I settle my thoughts, a scene suddenly begins to play in my mind. Is this the continuation of that scene from before? We couldn't even understand the scene from before. Let us hurry. Making him wait just a little longer won't be enough to get us into trouble. Anyway, Julius, you're his son. Why don't you just call him father? I can't. I don't have the right. I was not born with that which is needed to lead the Harways. The one who will succeed the throne is Master Leo. That's how it is. Tell me, what is it that he has been so occupied with of late? He is receiving training by having knowledge burned into his brain. It's a sound thaumaturgical process. All of that horrible surgery and he's only 3. Even as his mother, I so rarely see him. Jesus Christ. Master Leo will one day stand at the pinnacle of the plutocracy the Harways have built in Europe. The ruler of Western Europe, a burden that pains a mother to see her child shoulder. Julius, yes? That? Please protect Leo. Yes, I exist only for that purpose, I suppose. All D now to make the relic Holy Grail. Have servant. The serv that I had summoned is an Eastern martial artist named Luwen. Shuwen? I don't remember what his name was. Julius. I apologize. Abalon isn't asked. It's all explore about Leo. Yeah. Evengeful life? Whatever that last bit says. Could these be Julius's memories of the time before his soul became irrevocably stained as an assassin? I focused even harder on what I'm seeing and reach out even further. Something is there. What is that? What is it that you want me to say? And when I finally reach the absolute depths of the blackened soul behind these memories, kill, 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 let me die, let me die, let me die, kill, 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 let me die, let me die, let me die, kill, 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 kill. All right, cool. Lovely. Oh, and then I fell over. Master, don't be a fool. Can't you even open your eyes, you worthless dolt? Saber, your harsh words aren't helping. Saber is almost screaming in desperation and fear. It seems that I'm still alive. My hands are still clenched into fists and I'm covered in sweat. And I'm panting with exertion. I give a nod to the obviously distressed Saber to show that I'm okay and then slowly get to my feet. But it was there, a cry for help in the depths of Julius's consciousness. I have to know what it means. But what does it mean? God, my poor voice. I have to read a lot more than I was anticipating today, but whatever, I suppose. Guess it's a good thing I only stream this once a week. What y'all? Attack. Honestly, as much as I don't really want to, I'm gonna do this, and I think the battle ends with that. Hey, pal. This. One of these. Let's do MP heal. One of these. I'm trying to think, because there's a specific event you can get with Saber if you use your Noble Phantasm on 3 enemies that are not servant battles. But keeping an enemy alive for 3 turns is easier said than done. Meh.
風と消えよ。大事ない。探索を続けよう。
Whoa, barely.
任せよ。一周に付して行くぞ。
Every second time roll.
共に勝利だ。世の出番だな。ロサイク術。
No stories.
ふん。よしとしよう。こうしているだけでも気を使われるというのは嬉しい。
The almost tangible animosity is coming from the end of this corridor. Although the source of it isn't approaching, I can tell that it's incredibly dangerous. I somehow know that the hatred is directed at me. It is so intense that it feels as if my very soul is being impaled by it. This must be coming from that one person. Why hasn't he moved on to the Nether Realm? Master, I cannot ignore anything that poses a threat to you. Just give me the command and I will take him down and make sure he stays dead this time. The source of this feeling of hatred is Julius, but his power seems different than when I last faced him. The threat before me is very real, but I have Saber by my side. And if I don't defeat the enemy before me, I'll never make it to the elimination battle. In addition, even as the force of his grudge hits me, I feel something other than a desire for my death. I want to know what that feeling is, no matter what may be waiting for me up ahead. We're over here trying to understand the Julius. You know, as one does, I suppose. Yo, he slicked his hair back. It has been a while since we last met. Banging. The man standing there greeted me in a quiet voice. The serenity of his voice contrasted with the chaotic and noise-filled atmosphere of the arena. You don't seem surprised to see me. Is that not so? You defeated me, but I have returned because I have a question I wish to ask you. Also, I will not be defeated by one such as you. I cannot allow myself to fall to one such as you. I don't quite understand what exactly is driving me, but it is those feelings that brought me here. What is he talking about? I understand hating the person that defeated you, that's only natural. But what question could possibly be so important? What is Julius trying to say? You don't understand? Of course, how could you? This is truly just too funny. Am I the only one who knows who and what you really are? Ha! Ha 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 ha! Unlike a mere ghost such as yourself, I am alive! After I fell, I became a ghost. While falling through the perdition created by Seraph, I fought to continue on. Right at the end, I saw the truth. As the moon cell began to tear me apart, I saw what you really are. And as if the remnants of his sanity finally snapped, Julius suddenly lets out a roar of maniacal laughter. In addition to the hatred and insanity reflected in his eyes, there was a sense of obligation and duty? As the killer before me come back from the dead to fulfill his duty. That's exactly right. I could accept defeat at the hands of any other master but you. You being the one to defeat me is unacceptable. Whether this world lives or dies should be decided by us. Duty. What's up, Elegant? Choices that will determine the fate of the world should be made by those living in the present, not by you. A relic of the past like you should not be allowed to influence what happens in the here and now. What did Julius just call me? A relic of the past. I'm not only a pale imitation of someone's life, but I was never a part of the present? That's correct. You're a reproduction of someone who lived 20 years before the world slid into stagnation. Oh. Then all of the imagery that sometimes appears in my dreams is the last moments of his life, which ended decades ago. Correct. That is why I cannot allow you to defeat me. So not only are we a cyber ghost, we're a cyber ghost that died like a long fucking time ago. The changes that must be made in this era will need to be done by us. Leo, my brother must be king, or... That's it. That must be the reason. That's my one responsibility. That is what keeps me trapped here. Ah, but nothing matters. Please, put me out of my misery. Round 6 has already come and gone. One more person, one last victim. Once I kill you, my duty shall be done. This is your final moment. Please, just let me kill you. The man hisses out his command. For a moment, I'm violently dizzy. As my vision spins, I fall into a pit of darkness. Oh shit, he's losing his fucking mind. Hello. A violent, bestial howl tears through the air and sends a tremor running through the ground. That must be Assassin. No, wait, he's different than before. That look of insanity only belongs to a berserker. Master, there is something very wrong with Julius's left arm. My servant mumbled mysteriously under her breath. I see what he did. That's not his arm. He stole another master's arm and attached it to himself. Oh, Jesus Christ. Julius must have ambushed a great number of masters and killed them. He somehow managed to preserve one of his victims' arms and appropriate their command seal. I wonder which master's arm he stole. What if that arm belonged to the master of Berserker? It seems that servant also belongs to the Berserker class, a servant belonging to 2 classes. Intriguing. Most servants have only 1 class, but this one has the attributes of 2. His power must be incredible. I can't believe that this servant's mind and body have been able to endure this outrageous injustice. I need neither rational thought nor coherent memory. Everything comes to an end now. Now burn to ashes. Oh boy. We're fighting him again. Been a bit. What's up, Julius? I don't have a code cast for this, so I sure hope I win first try. Oh, yikes. Oh, that looks very hard to loot. I'm going to assume that we're chilling. So we can just counter skill here, break, counter skill here. I should probably use more MP for this. Stalking tiger. Fucking ow. I should have healed as well, because yikes. Maybe I block that first move from now on, because, yeesh. Yeah, much better. That wasn't too bad. Was a lot of EXP too. Leveled me up. Very nice. GG indeed. Alright, bye. With a ground-shaking roar of bestial rays, the once ferocious martial artist disappeared into the sky. Li Xuan, considered by many to be one of the greatest masters in the history of Baji Quan. Though he dedicated his life to the martial arts, he was undone by the karma his acts of violence demanded. Julius's normally refined features contort as the command seal on the back of his hand glows deep red. Unable to withstand the pain that's surging through his body, Julius hunches over. I can barely watch as he writhes in pain. It's too late to help. Julius's command seals disappear one by one and his body collapses upon itself. I cannot bring myself to strike the finishing blow despite the fact he tried to kill me many times over. I can't kill him as he is now. The person from whom this body of mine is copied from might have lived their life much like he did. His eyes slowly open. So this is the end. It should have been the end 2 rounds ago. Julius breathes in deep. There's no longer the madness of bloodlust tinging his eye. The serenity in your eye. Though I cannot understand why, you actually have some pity for me. As his shoulders move in time with his labored breathing, Julius looks up into the sky of this empty world covered by the waters of a virtual sea. Remember the question you asked me before the elimination battle? Why do you kill? You were right, you know. It's exactly what you guessed. The Holy Grail, the Harways, none of that ever really mattered. Dude, is this conversation different if we didn't question him about that shit during his battle? When I was young, only one person ever showed me love. Me, who had never been loved before. No one can live without love, not even someone like me, whose life had no value otherwise. There was a woman who taught me that my life had value. She died without any warning. It was so sudden, in order to secure Leo's inheritance. Her family had her assassinated. Her final request to her killer was that they protect Leo, my brother. Oh god, they made him assassinate her. That's pretty fucked up. I can no longer clearly remember the exact events. Looking back on it, the whole incident seems so surreal. I liken it to a badly made movie. Poorly made, laughably acted, and generally done in poor taste. Julius isn't looking my way. He is now deep in his memories. But since then, my purpose was clear. I would work to grant her final wish, and then join her in death. People began to despise me like I was an evil spirit whose hands were forever tainted with blood. But I could accept that, because in trying to grant her wish, I had a motivation in life. But you, while destroying my cause, you didn't finish me off. Why? It seemed like you wanted to be saved. I've been more awed by Julius than by any other opponent. But inside his ferocity lay a deep melancholy. Behind his frozen gaze, I sensed a man crying out for rescue like a helpless infant. I just wanted someone to rescue me? Maybe I did. Julius casts his eyes down. I feel like I've been lost in the darkness alone ever since birth, never considering that there might be hope or another path. My whole life I've been an insect, desperately drawn to a single light far ahead of me. But maybe my life wasn't all that bad. It's bright here. If I could be born one more time, may I may live the same way again. Even if my dark journey ends in pain, it means everything to see light at the end of the path. A yellow light can be seen reflected off the eyes in Julius's raised head. Maybe he's seeing the only person who can truly save him. Can only hope that's the case. I'm sad that I'm powerless to do anything for him myself. Kawakami. No, that's who I'm banging. You are crying for me? Am I crying? I had forgotten the beauty that such a gesture can hold. No, don't shed tears for me. Before his finger reaches my cheek to wipe away the tears, it melts away into thin air. Yo, this would probably be really touching if I wasn't the guy Hakuno. Ah, it's time. My heart cringes as his hands and his feet lose color and become translucent as teardrops. And then... Alright, why? So the fact that I think you see this regardless of route or which version of Hakuno you play is what makes me lean into the community idea that at least for Fate Extra and CCC, female Hakuno is probably canon. Because they use her in the Foxtail manga as well. Male Hakuno is used as the representative in the anime, but that's like totally different. So honestly, I'm also inclined to believe female Hakuno is probably the canon one. Cool story, okay, bye. Can't believe we didn't let him finish his duty before dying. It's fine. With a faint smile spreading across his lips, Julius disappears without a trace. Death. I think female Hakuno is also very frequently used in like trailers and shit for this game. So, can we go through these doors, or is it all perma locked? That's some bullshit. I'm gonna be honest. We can't actually fully explore this right now, I don't think. So, we're just gonna leave. Not like I have a whole lot of resource anyway.
ご苦労だった。なかなかの活躍だったぞ。
You dealt splendidly with that specter we found in the arena. In fact, I am more unnerved that we have not yet encountered our opponent in the arena. I don't believe that Princeling would plot anything nefarious, but one can never be too cautious. True. I don't really expect Leo to pull anything shady. Maybe Gawain might do something near the end, but even him, he's a pretty upright servant from what I remember. So historically, Gawain served King Arthur till the end, right? He didn't join the rebellion with Lancelot, I don't think. I don't remember. The assassin appears for the third time. Only in the Holy Grail War could I meet such an opponent. Saber had told me not to worry too much about it, but I still cannot help but think on it. His life was his own. To think otherwise is nothing more than an attempt to assuage one's conscience. Regardless of his history or his purpose, he was nothing more than a cold-blooded killer. In fact, he himself insisted on being seen as such. That is all I have to say. Just remember that such a person once existed. That may be true. Just like Saber says, Julius's life was his own. I can't take responsibility for how he led it. What? Exactly, I knew you'd see the wisdom in my words. Let us go, our next fight starts now. I nod in acknowledgement of Saber's words. Now that I think about it, I haven't told Rani about Julius. I wonder if she's around today. I think I'll go see her later. Oh, hell yeah, we get to go chat with Rani? We're coming up on break time again, though. Let's take a quick trip to the store. We think Ronnie's gonna be in the hallway or in the nurse's office? Probably in the hallway. Items. Okay, so I don't have enough for the last formal wear yet. And honestly, I kind of want to buy some healing items more than anything at the moment. Ooh. Okay, this is actually a lot more expensive than I was anticipated these to be, but we do make a decent amount in the arena right now, so it's probably fine. I think we'll have enough for the code cast tomorrow. I made 17k there. I can easily make 36k with a full exploration, I would assume, right? Okay, hold on. Let me go try the hallway. I believe she's going to be there, not in the nurse's office. That would make the most sense. Ronnie, hello. Though I guess before I talk to her, let me save. Oh, I meant to save this up here. Oh well, too late. I'm gonna go take a real quick break. I'm gonna get it out of the way right now before we chat with Rani and then eventually go to the arena. I also have to spend my level up points. But yeah, I'm gonna take a real quick break. I need to down some water and get another bottle of water. There was a whole lot of reading in that last hour and my voice is struggling. It's gonna start to crack if I don't give it a bit of a break. But yeah, give me like 3 minutes, you guys. BRB. All right, I'm back. I need to be more conscious about taking drink breaks during all the reading. If I'm being honest. Just so I don't strain my voice as much. Banging! You have finally made it to the final. That you are alive is cause for celebration. Rani smiles, seemingly unaware that she's the reason I've made it this far. I have to win one more time to be worthy of that smile. I have to reach the Holy Grail. It comes as no surprise that the finals are against the Harway. Rani's beaming expression gives way to one muddied by anxiety, though still steadfast. I have a request, Banging. Let's bang, okay? A request? If she wants me to get the Holy Grail, I've already committed. Her burdens and my resolve both drive us to accomplish our task of attaining the Holy Grail. Stay alive and return to me. As Julius was the cunning scorpion, Leonard is the pride and strength of the Harway. He is the true representative of those Western European plutocrats. The Holy Grail is his to lose. I'm surprised to hear Rani lecture me so. Blah, blah, blah. I feel like there's a word missing there. I'm surprised to hear Rani lecture me so, but her earnestness is really quite endearing. I don't plan on giving Leo any quarter. He's my better, so I have to go all out. That said, I'm different from what I was in the first round. I have my servant and Rani, both of whom have seen me through some tough patches. I knew I could have faith in you, Banging. If there's anything at all you wish me to do, just ask. It's in my power to make sure that that smile never diminishes, and that we go to the Grail hand in hand. Yo, hand-holding? How lewd. Please return safely to me next time as well, Banging. If there's anything at all I can do to ensure your safe return, please say so. Wow, she's so supportive. She's sweet. She's no Reen, but she's sweet. I'm flabbergasted by Saber's meek pose. Her furrowed brow makes it clear something is bothering her. I need to go to the chapel after this. I forgot all about using my level up point. Master, why are you looking at me like that? Quickly, to the arena. Although Saber seems to be back to normal, it's obvious that her bravado is slightly forced. There's something bothering her. Maybe I can help. Looking at her, I ask. Is something troubling you? Or could it be that you're hungry? Let's ask her if she's hungry. Understand that food is life for you, but remember who and what I am. Do not mock me so. Oh, my bad. Saber takes a deep breath in an attempt to regain her composure and then turns to face me. It began when I spoke to you of my past. Now when we are alone, I feel not unwell, but odd. Without reason, my thoughts become flustered and wander. What could cause such affliction? Saber's head droops, almost as if in defeat. Is what's bothering her really that serious? Yes, it is. You may not know this, but I'm merely a construct generated by the moon cell. Normal heroes, I mean, the situation for servants called in reality, are slightly different. For us of the moon cell, there are conditions and obligations attached to our existence. Every servant created in the Seraph is required to protect the moon cell at any cost, even if it means the death of my master. But I cannot bring myself to obey this command. Saber delivers this last line in a mumble. I find her childlike embarrassment incredibly cute. Just forget it, and don't say a word. This is my problem. I will deal with it on my own. I wisely decide to hold my tongue. As is often said, silence is often the curse of wisdom. Saber raises her head, a renewed passion for a struggle burning in her eyes. I am angry at myself. I fear my flaws will adversely affect your success in the coming battle. No, I will not allow my weakness to affect you, Master. Please forget that I said anything. That final line, delivered in a somewhat unsteady tone, Saber cuts off the conversation. Even though she's made it clear that I am to forget it, it's not going to be that easy to... The uneasiness in herself that Saber can't identify. I want to help, but I'm not sure how. What's up, Shinnywing? How are things? Pretty alright, can't complain. I got Aurea and 70 pulls, which is better than I expected. Alright, let's go spend my level up point. So Saber and all the other servants here have a prime directive to protect the moon cell, even over their master, but she's starting to be like, I don't know if I care about that. Protect master instead. One more level and I can hit A+ strength. Nice, nice. He was good still. Fair enough. Didn't you cave on other crap last patch anyway? Weren't you like pulling for dupes? You greedy boy. All right. Save here. Let's go to the arena and fight some stuff. Let's actually get a full exploration in today. So we should be able to, I hope. Yay! All right, cool. Perfect. All of the doors in the arena that were sealed opened at the same time. Julius must have somehow hacked the arena and blocked the passageway. Master, we should be able to continue exploring. We need to make up for the time we lost yesterday. Damn right we do. Now we can be all lovey-dovey and peace. I mean, what? No, do not return to campus. I was trying to go to this side room, not to the damn entrance. Ether crystal. Convenient. I wish I had more moolah, because then I could use that moolah to buy a bunch of crap in the shop. Because items carry over. So having a fuckload of items would be really nice for any future playthrough. For the eventual 2 future playthroughs I will do at some point. Again, I haven't totally decided whether or not I want to do them immediately after this or not. Oh, perfect. We got enough to just beat it without using any skills. Acceptable. Go, 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 go. To be fair, I think we have the most info on these guys because there was mostly these the first day. I saw quite a few. Perfect. That 4th move doesn't even matter because it's definitely dead. That was unfortunate.
一周に付してくれる。まとまりつくな。
I'm not sure this will actually kill, but we're gonna see what happens. I want to say it has a high chance of doing so. Yeah, okay, we're fine. So we need like 12k to level, and we're getting like 300 per fight right now, give or take. That's not the map button. There we go. This side path doesn't seem to do anything. Oh, fuck. I don't know what that fourth move was. It was a guard, motherfucker. I do damage there, no! Curses! Those guys dropped magic crystal fragments. Oh, I was really hoping that was the path I could just walk down. We actually do have to explore that side path from the start. Oh, god damn it. Okay, I'm gonna have to backtrack more than I am meaning to. I thought I could just access this path from the top part, but no, I have to go through this now if I want to explore this bit, which is weird because there's not even a whole lot over here, at least not right now. With the layout of this floor, I feel like there's got to be some sort of event with another master at some point, but I don't know. Are you freaking kidding me? I'm just guessing at this point. Please be right. I was right. Good fuck, loser. Okay, we explored this part of the floor. That's the only reason I'm here. My MP is a bit low, but that's okay. Did not mean to fight this thing twice. Oh no! Some of the enemies respawn! Not actually part of my original plan. Whatever, it's just more enemy info, I guess. Considering how highly populated this floor is with this particular enemy, it's gonna be really easy to get info from it in future playthroughs. Convenient stuff. Any enemy that shows up a lot is really nice in any dungeon in this because, one, obviously it's easier to get info from it. And because of that too, since there's so many, right, you're gonna see it a lot on that floor. So in later playthroughs, you're both more likely to have a ton of info on it, and it's gonna be, you know, there's gonna be a bunch of it, right? So it's safe. I think the scariest enemies in this game are the ones you barely see. Which makes sense. I guess, and the servant. You know, they're pretty spooky. Okay, I don't have any info on this. I'll just do those. I guarantee I don't take damage. Oh shit, I crit. Well, I guess I probably could have used the stronger skill. It would have made a little bit more sense, to be honest. At least on these enemies, because that particular skill can almost one-shot most enemies here. I don't know, dude. Ah, okay, I need to throw away the empty tissue box because I keep accidentally trying to grab tissues from it and it doesn't do anything. Obviously. Ugh. Oh, how much money have I made? 12k? Not bad. Well, I guess we also got a giant influx of money in EXP yesterday because of the servant battle we did. So that, I didn't actually take that into account when I was estimating how much money we made on the last dungeon exploration. Dude, I don't know. I'm gonna assume it's like this, but I have no idea for real. It could be wrong. It was not wrong. Also, we crit again. Crazy. What? Equip items am I using again? Oh, yeah. That makes sense. Oh. There doesn't seem to be any enemies lurking around here, so maybe I can actually relax for a while. Is there something the matter, Master? Perhaps you have become fatigued again. I want to continue our earlier conversation. Saber carries a number of burdens I never thought possible. I really want to discuss things with her. Maybe there is a way for me to ease her concerns, if nothing else. Are you still thinking about that? I thought I told you to put it out of your mind. After all, the cause is... Saber suddenly cuts off what she was about to say and retreats into silence again. Her eyes slowly begin to furrow for some reason. It's almost as Saber's normally tempestuous mood has somehow gotten even worse. Well, forget about it. All you should be thinking about is how to win the Holy Grail, or how to obtain the Holy Grail, Master. There is no need for you to make my burdens your own. Rather, your inclusion will only make things worse. So please, speak no more about it. If you care at all about me, forget all that I have said before. Although the heat in Saber's voice was immediately apparent, there was nothing threatening in her words. The only thing I can possibly respond to that as a master is to say, do you believe me so unreliable, or share your soul with me, Saber? Yeah, let's scream at her. Saber, share your soul with me. You can do it. What? How dare you be so forward? Even one such as I would have showed a bit more restraint. Wow, we're even more forward than the hedonistic despot. Nice. Are you a puppy, or are you a wolf in sheep's clothing? Gah, I care about you a great deal either way. Bruh. What exactly does she mean by that exactly? Taking her words for what they are, it seems as if Saber, in her own fashion, actually likes me somewhat. I'm happy, reassured even. You know how she feels about me. I hardly see how that can be a problem, but... Idiot, that's the problem. If you were to oppose the moon cell, I would fight beside you without hesitation. But that would violate the terms under which I serve. The moon cell would not accept such a servant. More accurately, it would make an effort to eliminate the master of such a servant. Knowing the consequences, I have no idea as to how I should conduct myself in this situation. And though I know what hardships it could cause for you, just the thought of you sets my body aflame. Oh. I just couldn't come out and tell you that I have failed as your servant. Saber looks down in shame. Servants are required to balance their master's needs with those of the moon cell. Saber is apologizing for upsetting that balance. That is... Thanks. I'm a failure because I couldn't give a damn about the moon cell. If I were forced to choose between the Holy Grail and Saber, I would pick Saber without hesitation. As my constant companion throughout the war, she means more to me than anything or anyone. I'm not even really alive. I'm just a bit of random data, but Saber accepted me without question. There's only one thing of value I've received through this series of life and death battles. And that is the bond I share with Saber. Before her, I had nothing. For that bond, I have genuine gratitude. Your words truly surprised me, Master. A bond, huh? Yes, your words ring true. The connection that we share cannot be described with any other word but bond. Saber smiles in contentment and nods her head sagely. Her normal, gloriously imperial expression returns as well. There is no trace of the despondency she felt earlier on her face, but before we could enjoy the moment... Ah! Crap. Is the moon cell getting pissy? The moon cell's getting pissy. Oh boy. What in the hell is that? An ominous figure approaches us. It feels as if its only purpose is to eliminate us both. Is that the Seraph's physical form? I was curious as to how they'd choose to eliminate us, but sending a part of themselves, that was unexpected. However, may I be brutally honest with you, Master? I immediately gave the now somewhat indignant Saber permission to speak what was on her mind. I didn't mind, because I knew that her opinion would be exactly the same as mine, word for word. This is hardly worth worrying about. That they thought this thing capable of quenching my passion is an insult. I will send anyone brazen enough to attempt to thwart my love into the fiery crucible of the sun itself. Are you ready for battle, Master? Let us show the moon cell the true extent of our power. Oh boy. So what you're saying is I should spam skills and watch it as it falls over dead, right? One of those, one of these, one of those, one of these, one of those. Direct loser. Rip Bozo. Oh, is this actually gonna kill in one turn? Almost! And then that's the finishing blow, I think. Oh. Could absolutely demolish. Yo, we got an elixir again. Nice. That'll make up for the elixir we used in last week's servant battle. And almost as if it was never there, the program sent to kill us vanishes. The bond that we share, even if it's against the rules, I will not allow it to be destroyed. I can feel the power surge within me. It was inconceivable that something so uncouth tried to chastise me. Saber thrust out her chest proudly, looking more beautiful and steadfast than ever before. Unfortunately, her arrogance seems to have increased 100-fold as well. Let us get moving, Master. We do not have the time to linger here any longer. She's right. Even as we speak, Leo may have already taken possession of the Holy Grail. What we faced just now was only one of many obstacles. We haven't even gone beyond the first floor yet. The one thing I can say for certain, what I now have with Saber is more precious to me than any treasure. Hell yeah! We're wiping her up. It's the best. Nailed it. She has become wife. Nothing else matters. Only wife. This. I'm gonna MP heal her. And I guess I can actually just slap it with one of those. You know what? I don't even care. I'm gonna slap it with one of these. There's a chance I could have attacked and still been fine, but at the very least, it wasn't guarding. I better save than sorry. Not like I don't have plenty of MP to make this work. Got the trigger code. Perfect. There's no worse feeling than regret, but the dead cannot stop the living, so we were unable to get the trigger. Do you plan on continuing your exploration of the arena? Be sure to not let your guard down, man.
問題解決だね。
Yeah, we're chilling. Like one more enemy on this floor and then we're done though. Oh crap, was I? Whoa!
ややキャッキー
I stunned it and it ran into me at the same time. Crazy. I don't think I need to do anything after those first 3 hits. That should be enough to kill. So this will do like 700 or whatever, and then we do the extra hit.
受けるがよい。
The best part about the stun is you get a pretty frequent extra hit.
風と消える。たわいのない。もう少し楽しませる。
Another elixir, holy shit.
いつの時代でもこう
We
いう
take those. So I came out of this day with like 20k. That's not bad. I'm okay with that. I didn't even use any items. I don't think. I think I fully explored the floor as well. I do wonder though, did I get enough EXP for a level? It does not appear so. That's okay, we'll get a level tomorrow. I'm in no hurry to level, so it's totally fine.
そなたが無事で何よりだ。マスター
Oh, she's so sweet. All right, day 3, go. Have I played Resident Evil Requiem? No. I probably don't plan on it either. Horror games are not my cup of tea. I was watching somebody else, well, in quote unquote watching somebody else play it over the weekend though. How you doing, Zeke? I say watching because I really just had his tab up while I was doing other things, but so I was kind of glancing over at it. Save progress? Might as well. Doing good? Nice. I'm doing alright. Can't complain. I mean, I guess I could, but, you know. Semantics. Where's our goat, Gilgamesh? Unfortunately, not in this game. Unfortunately, he doesn't... This is the one Fate game he doesn't show up in. Can you believe it? It's crazy. In all of the Fate Extra games and in Samurai Remnant, he shows up except Fate Extra. He's in CCC, he's in Extella, he's in Extella Link, and again, he's in Samurai Remnant as well. But not this one. It's like the one he doesn't show up in. It's crazy. I suddenly realized that I haven't seen Leo once since day 1. You were informed that Five Guys is apparently doing a BOGO burger deal. This is your fat week again. What do you mean BOGO burger deal? What's BOGO? The only remaining masters in the school are me, Leo, and Rani. Also, hi Asian, how you doing? Buy one, get one free. Oh, right. Fair enough. At least I have 2 people to talk to. I just wish one of them wanted to have a conversation right now. Oh my god. Hakuno's feeling lonely. We could talk about... Ah, that's right. I've never asked Rani what she'd wish for with the Holy Grail. Dude, Rob. I hope your trip was fun. Sounds awesome. Cipher key has been generated on the 2nd floor already? That's crazy. My terminal chimed, informing me of a challenge, the last challenge. By meeting it, the door to the last elimination battle will open. While I'm immersed in thought, the classroom door slides open and Kotamini appears. Oh, here we go. It seems you've been alerted to the next challenge. I'm delighted that my work is almost done. Your opponent has received his notification as well. You do well not to back down now. Definitely fun. Despite eating tons of food because it was cheap and delicious, you lost weight because of walking like 30k steps a day. Yeah, it checks out. Well, also, I would imagine even if you ate tons of food, it's not as bad for you as like eating fast food / restaurant food here, presumably, if I had to guess. Because I imagine it's at least less fatty. But maybe that's just my preconceived notion about Japanese food. Or at least it's like healthier fat, right? Anyways, besides the point. I don't need Code Amina to warn me that the search for the final cipher keys won't be easy. I run the risk of crossing swords with Leo on the 2nd level, too. Let's process right, yeah. But I won't get to see you again until the day of the elimination battle. Good luck. In proper portions, yeah. His chuckle sort of undermines the whole meaning of good luck. He leaves the classroom. The last challenge, there are 4 days left until the day of the elimination battle, and my uncertain fate awaits me there. I should do whatever I can so that I have no regrets. So I imagine there's also that. All right, so we're supposed to go talk to Rani, right? Are we supposed to have a conversation with Rani real quick? Rani! Hello? Rani, you're out, waifu. As usual, when I go to meet Rani, she's staring up at the sky from the 3rd floor hallway. Her profile, illuminated by the light, is so striking that I hesitate to disturb her. Good day, banging. Sorry, I hope I wasn't intruding. When I apologize for interrupting her meditative state, she smiles reassuringly. I'm so glad! Dude, we're just immediately opening up with the flirting. All right, here we go. I suppose it might look that way. If so, then you're the cause, banging. Oh. I'm an instrument of Atlas. I've never had any purpose outside of carrying out their mission. Rani is here in the first place because of the Atlas Institute. But surely the bonds holding her to it have been loosened. However, I can no longer do their bidding. My professor told me that the Earth is facing destruction when it has no need to. Since Atlas's founding, alchemists have envisioned ways to prevent humanity's self-destruction. Though every thought experiment ends in humanity's annihilation, they continue their research. Oh, lovely. I do not know the manner in which my professor believes humanity will perish. I do not know whether the moon cell is the trigger or the panacea that will stem the destruction. My professor simply ordered me to investigate the moon cell and to destroy it if needed. I have been greatly thwarted, but I can at least keep the Harways from attaining the Holy Grail. I have never been anything but a sacrifice. That is my function. Rani speaks indifferently, but I find her choice of words to be disconcerting. What does she mean by function? She told me that she was made, but I don't know the details. I'm pretty sure she doesn't mean someone who is simply taught all she knows by Atlas. Yes, I was made. I am a homunculus constructed by my professor. Dun, dun, dun. Rani's not human. You may have guessed as much when, I don't know, a few weeks ago, she literally ripped out her own heart and tried to use it to self-destruct. You may remember, most humans can't do that. Maybe, as far as I know. I am the results of an alchemist's thaumaturgy, of practices slipping into the sands of time. I am not a bearer of human life like Rin Tosaka or the other masters. Even though she thinks of herself as an instrument, when I look at her, I see a slightly eccentric, but normal girl. On the surface, maybe she's just a doll sent to carry out a task. However, you called me friend, banging. You filled this empty vessel with your hope. That is why I wish to live and see this mission through. Because I want us to leave this place together. Those aren't the sentiments of a homunculus, but of a human heart. She's no longer beholden to the whims of the Institute, but to her own heart. I'll honor her resolve with renewed efforts of my own to win this war. I'm admittedly really curious about the ending slides on this route. As mentioned a few times during this, I've never actually seen Rani route. This is my first time on it, so any inting related stuff, totally new to me. Obviously, as mentioned, the week 5 opponent was also technically new, though I did know who the, right, is it the week? Yeah, the week 5 opponent. I did at least know who the servant was because I knew she was in the game, but I hadn't actually seen it or anything. All right, important conversation with Saber now. The room... Did you really have to word it this way? The room is pregnant with solemn anticipation of the final battle. How do pregnant can u pregante? Why that? What does that expression even mean? Anyway, Saber occasionally glances out the window. Can I get pregnant? Yeah, that's the one. How does one get 3 months pregnant? Sorry, I'm now just making references to that one video of dude reading questions about pregnancies, and it was funny. At least it's not mollusks. Sure. That's right, this is the last calm before the storm, and the last time we can talk together. Can you get pregnant? Sorry, I sometimes think to that particular video, and it's iconic. I laugh at it still today. It's so silly. In this case, I want to know more about the life that led to her becoming a legendary soul. It's a good video. It really was. I forget what it was. It was something like reading Korra questions or something, because he had a bunch. He was reading I remember that one and the Luigi board one, because people were asking about Ouija boards, but they kept calling it like a Luigi board because internet. All right. In that case, I want to know more about the life that led her to becoming a legendary soul.
そうか。世がどのような人間であったのか。
Oh, thank God, she's
そ
voiced.
れを問うのだな、マスター。うん。前回の約束もある。長くなるが、辛抱強く聞くがよい。
If I remember correctly, doesn't this have like an actual a bit of art to it too? Isn't there a special CG you get here?
そうかしこまるな。
I might be
楽
wrong.
にするがよい。波乱に満ちた人生ゆえ
I know you get one on
そなた
Tamumo's
を
route.
退屈させることだけはないと断言できる。
Tamumo one is really good too. Saber gives a small smile and launches into her story. This is the story of the birth and death of the infamous Emperor Nero. Oh, getting all cinematic. She was born at daybreak. She was the end of the family line, but as the child of a weak father whom no one supported, she was not to seek the throne. The first turning point of her life was with her mother's debauchery. Nero's twice widowed mother married the emperor, her uncle, in order to make her child the next emperor. In an extreme measure, she murdered the fourth Roman emperor Claudius, and Nero ascended to the throne. Okay. Oh, there it is! Nero had no love lost for her family members, who resented Nero's illegitimate birthright. Put more accurately, she loved the nameless citizens more than her famous noble relatives. Nero decided to take issue with the depraved government and the privileged Senate. History records she was a tyrant who led Rome to decay, and she was, but it neglects to list her reforms. After claiming the throne, Nero gave out money to all citizens in celebration. She then abolished all indirect taxes. When the Senate attempted to thank her, she refused, telling them they could do so when she had earned it. What terrible irony it is that her humility would be overshadowed. The path to her reforms was rife with thorns. Conflicts with the Senate erupted over the unification of the Roman Empire's troublesome provinces. On top of that, her conflicts with her mother Agrippina became more pronounced. Nero's mother Agrippina only saw her as a tool to become the mother of the emperor. She was trapped by endless dithering with the Senate and a mother who made policies in self-interest. I do not know what sort of fissures emerged in her spirit as a result of those pressures. However, as a result, she resolved to assassinate her predatory mother before dealing with the Senate. But the assassination failed, and the only thing she could do was cut her mother down publicly. This woman tried to poison me, even though she was my mother. She had to die for opposing the emperor. It was 59 AD, the year Nero's reputation as a tyrant was cemented. Dun, dun, dun.
その頃からだな。世が頭痛に悩まされるようになったのは。
So to be absolutely clear, it's pretty funny because headaches is one of the skills Nero has. Like that's one of her passive skills as a servant. It's why she's less affected than most other servants by like mental debuffs, for example.
議員の杯を愛用したのが原因だの。慢性的なヒステリーなどと言われてはいるが、何のことはない。世は母に逆らえぬよう、幼い頃から毒を盛られていただけだ。解毒薬と毒を同時に使われていたのだろう。
あ。
母が死に、解毒薬の所在は闇に消えた。世はまあ、そういった理由で常に熱に浮かされていたのだろうよ。
Saber speaks indifferently about the childhood filled with poison and lies and her struggles as emperor. So her mom poisoned her and gave her an antidote in every so often until she died. Wow, that's crazy. Don't actually know if that's real or not. Then Nero's life took an even sharper turn. Nero's wife, Octavia. It's so funny saying this as we have female Nero who married yeah, it's fine. A woman who her mother had pressured her into marrying committed suicide. Oh, lovely. She murdered her younger stepbrother in order to secure her influence. And then she drove her sole mentor, the philosopher Seneca, to suicide. Thanks to her own selfish actions, Nero had become a monster to her relatives while she boasted of popularity with the masses.
セネカに自尽されたのはさすがに答えた。確かな父のいない世にとってあやつはそのなんだ世間一般でいう父のような男だった。世は許すと言ったのだ。何度でも許すと。だがあやつは自分の家で命を終えた。許すと言った世の言葉を信じてはくれなかった。セネカの話はよそう。そのあたりは史実の方が正確であろうしな。あとはあれだな。ローマの大化か。これも世のマスターであるならとうに知っていよう。
I love how a lot of this also just assumes you know Roman history.
となると、あとはもう最後だけか。
Yo, what's up, Eldra? Also, Lamau? Hamamo attacks him right out the gate? Deserved?
確かガリアにて反乱が起きたのだ。世はこれを放置した。あの時の気持ちは今でもわからぬ。
How's it going? Pretty alright.
反乱を起こしたウィンデクスを信頼していたのかもしれぬし。
Yo, why did she still trust the guy who sounds like that thing you spray to clean windows?
もういっそすべてなくなってしまえと時期になっていたのかもしれぬ。だがまあ、それがあだになってな。2年が経ち、
It's what they used to clean Dracula's castle? Vindex. That was a really bad joke. I'm sorry you had to hear that. Anyways.
世は元老院から皇帝の座を追われ、国賊として裁かれる身となったのだ。ここで世の最大の誤算があった。世は市民たちに尽くした。市民たちも世の政策を喜んでくれた。だから最後の最後では市民たちが世の大位を許しはしないと、そう考えていたのだ。だが何もなかった。彼らからは何もなかったのだ。
She fled and committed suicide. The various rumors surrounding Nero's end hold one thread in common. She was stubborn. Though she knew escape was futile and had decided to commit suicide, Nero hesitated numerous times. I cannot kill myself. I do not want to die. I have done nothing wrong. Over and over, she muttered that. Finally, after much hesitation, she declared she would run no more and cut down her own life. There is more to the story. After Nero's suicide, a soldier delicately wrapped a cloak around Nero's body. Too late. This is fidelity, Nero said. Those were her last words. I wonder what her last thoughts were taking her own life in a villa outside of Rome. Did she grieve her own setting sun? Did she despise the rebellions? Or did she curse the Roman people for abandoning her after she had devoted so much to them?
いや、それはない。あれは仕方のないことだ。悲しくはあるが、恨みはせぬ。
Someone fucking clipped that stupid ass joke. I hate you. I mean, thanks, but also yikes.
むしろそれが最大の過ちだった。世と彼らとでは愛の形が違ったのだ。
That joke was awful. Love. So she did love her people. But what couldn't they understand?
世の愛はそなたらの言う愛とはどうも違うようなのだ。この胸に灯る愛は人々のそれに比べるとおおらかに過ぎるらしい。世の愛はわがままだ。何もかも与える代わりに何もかも奪わねば気が済まない。美しいもの、愛すべきものには前例をもって応える。だがそれはただの炎だ。人々が抱く愛とはもっと柔らかいものだった。世はそこを分かっていなかった。いや、気づいていたのだ。でもどうしても理解できなかった。私には彼らの言う愛がどうしても。
Why is she calling out Eldra for that one? I mean, that was weirdly fitting quote still, but like, Lamau? No worries, Noma. Enjoy food. It seems their value systems were different. That's why Nero was chased from the seat of his empire. Knowing her, I at least have a vague understanding how her love and the people's love differed. Her love burnt out offering and devoting everything. Her passion burned brightly, without regard to permanence. Nero loved her citizens, as she thought was right. But the love her citizens proffered was different, and the difference invited Nero's fall.
当然の話だ。世は勘違いの愛を市民に振りまいていた。彼らが世を愛する道理などなかったのだ。
When one does not express love... Oh, right. She voiced that out loud. We're chilling.
だからそれが無念だった。なぜ世は多くの人々が抱く 当たり前の愛というやつを共有できなかったのかと。
Saber gazes out the window, a faraway look in her eyes. Perhaps she was thinking of the red sky and setting sun she saw in her last moment. She couldn't share their love, then she must have been alone. While this woman could love more than any other person, she could not experience the joy of being loved. Her lavish expressions of love were not enough to satisfy her people. In the end, unloved, she tried to push the dagger into her own throat again and again.
やめぬかその話は。死にきれぬとは我ながらみっともない。だが死は怖いのだ。あれは痛い。世は二度とはごめんだからな。そなたも気をつけるがよい。
Yeah, fair. I sense a lie. I don't think pure fear of death dictated this woman's hesitations. Fucking rip Eldra. Dude, Tamamo just hates you today, Eldra. She struggled because she didn't want to die, didn't think she had done any wrong, but really, she didn't want to disappear because I have to love the way they do. That was it. She couldn't bear the thought of dying without anyone loving her. Dun dun dun. Tragic backstory go! I shake my head to cast off the dizziness. It was like I had been drawn into the events themselves through the bond of the contract.
世の話はこんなものだ。存分に生き、存分に楽しんだ。だからそんな顔をするでない。いろいろあったが、差し引きでは良い人生であったのだ。そなたはただ、世の光だけを見ていてくれ。
Maybe Tamamo's punishing you because you weren't here earlier when I needed your luck for my pull. Though it still didn't go as badly as I expected. Fond reminiscence plays across her features. She's made some peace with a life filled with betrayal, suffering, conflict, and misunderstanding. I were a knight, I would genuflect and kiss her hand. You're playing PoE. Hey, I'm not actually blaming you. It's all good. There, at least you can be the winner. All that stuff about magic circuits and sword techniques aside, this woman is a truly legendary soul. It's impossible not to deeply admire such a person for making peace with a soiled life.
どうした？しきりにうなずいて。
Hacks.
何か発見でもあったのか？
Eldra has cheat codes. Of course! All this time I've been protected by her strength, but one day I wish to become her equal. I want that more than anything. And so I finally found it. I shouldn't ask of this of the Holy Grail. It's too wasteful to ask this of the Holy Grail. It's so boring and yet so me at the same time. He just acknowledged he's boring? Our MC fully realizes that he's actually just a no-name nothing burger. And it's kind of boring. Oof. It's like, man, it's super boring, but I mean, isn't that just like me? Boring? Kind of rough. All right. Well, that was a lengthy cutscene. All right. One last thing, and then I probably rather be boring than narrow. Oof. Banging, care to listen to your favorite teacher's absolute final request? Okay. I know I've been making you work really hard, but this is the final one on it. I have a feeling that somewhere in the arena is an object that grants wishes. Go and get it for me. I promise I'll leave you alone. Really, no more requests ever. You can find it today only on the arena's second floor. Could you please go get it for me now? All right, I guess we will. Oh shit, it's Leo. Do we talk to him? Let's talk to him. Rather be boring than Jeff. Oh wait. Oh, hi, Jeff. The younger Harway stands in the hallway, a red-clad prince waiting to grant me an audience. It's Leo. It's okay, I didn't bring Gawain with me. I have something I wish to speak to you about. Leo's words are disarming. It's true, Gawain, who is usually by his side, is nowhere to be seen. When you fought my brother, I did not expect you to escape digital death. You bested him, though. And it is a credit to my brother that you have held out until the very end. Thank you for that. You have my gratitude. It's hard to tell if he's agitated about his brother's death since he's thanking me. It's hard to tell if he's agitated about his brother's death since he's thanking me. Can any normal person be so calm in this situation? It gives me the creeps to listen. My brother was weak. That's why he was selfish and defensive. Well, he said he believed me. He really just believed his childhood promise to his mother. But he must have been happier that way. If Leo's mother was the woman who Julius mentioned at the end, and the one who wished Leo well, he must have been happy when he died, remembering that face and that voice. At least I think so. Anyway, you did well by my brother. I know he would want to thank you. And... hold your tongue, Leo. There is no need to converse with your enemy at this point. I told you not to manifest, Gawain. Oh. I apologize for his behavior. He holds no malice, so please try to forgive him. Castigated by Leo, Gawain frowns and then disappeared. Not missing a beat, Leo continued. In any case, our battle commences in just 4 days. I look forward to the unparalleled battle ahead of us, banging. He speaks with sportsmanship, but I can tell he doesn't think that he will lose. I'm still curious about one thing. Why is Leo participating in the Holy Grail War? The reason I want the Holy Grail? For world peace, of course. The Holy Grail will be effective in strengthening the Harway rule. Harway's management system is what keeps the world stable. The real world, that is. Neither strife nor poverty exist within its limited domain. Expanding the boundaries of that domain is top priority. Maybe some people will feel a bit stifled by the system, but it's for the greater good of humanity. We want the world to understand that. I don't think Leo is lying. He truly believes he's performing a great service for humanity. He's self-righteous, but looking at his face, I am jealous of his self-confidence. It's better to forget doubts like he had. Why do all these NPCs think they're gonna beat the MC? Because to them, I'm just some no-named NPC. This is what a JRPG looks like if an NPC somehow beat all the main characters in the story. You just also happen to be playing that NPC. Because realistically, you are just some no-named guy that nobody knows who you are. You're just some random schmuck who ended up like going the distance. It's crazy. How the hell did that happen? All right, I think we are just going into the arena, but let me take my last break first. I really just want to get up and stretch. So by this round, they should have a little respect. Leo doesn't respect anybody except himself. Because Leo doesn't understand the concept of losing. To him, he's destined to succeed 100% of the time because of his privileged and kind of weirdly cruel upbringing. Because, like, apparently at the age of 3, he had a bunch of knowledge surgically implanted into his brain to make him fit to be the ruler of the world or some bullshit. It sounded insane. Anyways, BRB. Oh, hi. For a little change of pace, I'm actually gonna stand, but I had to finish moving my desk up. I actually forgot. I only decided right as I got back that I probably should stand for the last part of stream, since I hadn't done any standing today. All right, let's go. This is the arena entrance. Should I head inside? I think I already saved, so it's probably fine. If I forgot to save, well, then I better not die. That's about all I can say. Arena level 35, which we're already higher than. Here we go. The final leveling zone. Ye gods! The last floor has a beauty unlike any before. A sea that glistens gold under the tender touch of a brilliant sunset. A stage fit for crowning the king. Honestly, the fact that it's got the sun is probably a bad thing for us. The last area. These are the final few yards in the long journey towards the Holy Grail. Whatever happens, this is the end. So why does this brilliant sun fill my heart with such unease? Yeah, about that. Haven't fought Leo once since the finals began. It is still unclear how powerful his servant is. He's a Knight of the Round Table, one of King Arthur's chosen. Gawain, the White Knight. Doesn't he have another name though? I wonder if my abilities are a match for his. Think Eskimo. Similar thing, I believe, right? Hold on. Gawain, Arthurian legend. King Arthur is Knight of the Round Table. Did they actually mention? Possesses a superhuman strength connected to a day and night cycle. Yeah, he's the Knight of the Sun. That's what I thought. That's one of his things. Here. I see. Now Tamamo's resorted to attacking people that aren't here. Wonderful. As she does. Oh. There's less enemies here than I expected. This is one of the ones from the first floor, so we should have some enemy data on it. Not enough though, because we clearly, I don't know what that, I think it's gonna get blocked, but whatever, I'm not risking it. It wasn't a block. Bum, bum, bum. You're in, let's go. Booty. That is unfortunate. This fucker's using a skill. I guess we'll just take the skill attack. We can see most of its attacks it's using, so I mean, at this point, I might as well just play it safe. I don't have to spend the MP on this either, which is nice. So I just realized these enemies are called Sodom's Gate. That is the name. So this one is totally new. This enemy, I mean. Which means I should have like 0 enemy data on it. Claustrophobia! Isn't this enemy always named after like some sort of phobia? I don't know if the extra attack will be enough to kill it, so I'm gonna go ahead and put a skill at the end just in case. If it does kill, I won't spend the MP anyway, so it's fine. It's just in case. I didn't need it for chill. 600 this time. Jeez, we're getting like double EXP compared to the last floor. The Staff of Rebuke. What would I do if I got isekai'd in the past and all the people were crowning you king, but they weren't sure what they will call you? And they call you King Steve Arthur. I'd probably be a shitty ruler, I guess? That's what I would do. I would be bad at being a king. Because, like, admittedly, as far as I know, if they chose to call me that, there probably isn't a whole lot I could do about it. However, I would probably be an awful ruler. So I'd question everyone around me's sanity in thinking that making me king was even okay in the first place. Moderately hurt heals a servant's MP. Oh, wait, that's a thing? Yoink. So yeah, that's what I would do. Be confused, probably be awful at the job, and wonder why everyone thought that was okay in the first place. Would be very silly. Also, the other thing I would do is miss the presence of bathrooms, because in medieval society, plumbing sucked, and that just sounds awful. Slightly unrelated maybe, but certainly something I have thought about when it comes to going to the past. Like, can you imagine going to a time period without plumbing? That just, ugh, disgusting. Without plumbing and like common hygiene? Ugh. Me as king, that kingdom is, isn't it though? That's what I said. I thought the same thing, Eldra. Crazy that you agree. If not, you know, unsurprising. It didn't kill because this asshole was guarding? Oh, fuck. We might be in trouble. We weren't in trouble. It was okay. I haven't been paying attention to what these guys are dropping. They've been dropping ether crystals. It feels like they are. Because my ether crystal count seems to have gone up, but I also could have grabbed one in a chest and just forgot. Is that a Nephilim over there? I think it is. It's a rare enemy. And restarted? Nice. Now you're playing Popcorn Summon Rage and Spirit. I see. Break, attack, attack. I'm just gonna do this. Hope this is better. It is guarding. I fucking knew it. It's okay. Maybe it's not. Skeleton heads do take damage and explode. Let's see. It reminds me of like the Bone Spirit spell in Diablo 2, but minus the taking damage part. And I guess the Bone Spirits don't explode, they just go up and do damage. Not that I've built a Bone Necromancer in a long time. Dude, seriously? I have to like rotate her position to get this to work? Oh, I see. How much is this MP heal actually? We get an extra attack, we use a special. He blocked it, motherfucker. 90 instead of 60. Damn. I think he's dead. Even though he blocked 2 of my hits. I see, Eldra. Sweet. You got a level? Oh no, my MP's out. And I've got a bunch of these. Big boom. I see. Honestly, these are most valuable at this point in the game. Because the further in the game you are, the more those heal. Because they heal like a percentage of your MP, I think. Yeah, they heal 10% of your MP. These super spicy Mabo Tofus that you get about halfway through the game which for really cheap, mind you, they're super cheap when you can get them. They heal you for 10% of your MP, which means the further in the game you are, the better they are at healing you. Pretty nice. Fair enough, Eldra. Sounds a little ridiculous. Oh, I think the last... Oh, shit. Well, actually, I'm just glad I healed. I wasn't expecting this. I wasn't actually paying attention. Ready yourself. It seems our opponent has now entered the arena. Uh-oh. Are we gonna fight him? It's off meta and it's fun. Checks out. I can sense that Leo has entered the arena as well. His aura isn't malevolent like Julius or sharp like Reed. The pure unclouded flow of his magic makes me think of the sun shining in a clear blue sky. They seem to be broadcasting their presence. Interesting. Shall we respond? Isn't it reckless to head into battle? Still, it will help to see Gawain in action. All right, we're going. Hey, PoE isn't that obscure. In fact, I'd argue it's the least obscure game he buildcrafts in. Apparently this and this are very useful for this fight. I'm gonna use those. We'll see how this goes. Doesn't matter. Oh, we have to go back. Saber has a fair point. Should position myself for attack. Are we just waiting here? No, we do backtrack. Do we get to see them on the map? Nope. They're just here. Ugh. All right, there he is. Had to take his place as a Spartan. There he is. When we reach a passageway, empties into an open space. Leo appears at the other end. What would I do if I saw Master Chief die in front of me and I had to take his place as a Spartan? Probably die? Presumably? I assume it wouldn't go over well. I can't say I've ever been trained nor have used a firearm before. Therefore, I would probably die. Just spitballing here. I imagine it wouldn't go well. Also, I have like no stamina, so I wouldn't even be able to run very far. They would train me and inject me in crap. Presumably, they would look at my medical history and realize what an awful idea making me, of all people, into a super soldier. The reason I've been able to avoid being drafted. Anyways, let's not get into that. When we reach... Oh, I'd have read that. I exchange a quick glance with Saber before we jump out in front of Leo. To his credit, Leo doesn't react other than smiling like he just ran into a friend.
Konnichiwa.
And hello, I don't believe we've been introduced. I'm not introducing my servant. Nice to meet you, Saber. I look forward to fighting you from the bottom of my heart. If you are so intrigued, then why wait until the elimination battle? Let us spar a little. You would probably be allergic to whatever drug cocktail they give you pre-enhancement, so you'd die before the surgery even began. You know what? I wouldn't be surprised if I was too. At Saber's words, Gawain readies his sword. He somehow looks more hulking than when he does so. You would 100% sign up? To each their own? That's right, knight. Draw your sword, for I am not callow enough to cut down an unarmed person. Now then, let us play. I will have you show me the sharpness of that holy sword. Your speech knows no humility. Contrary to your boastful words, your sword will not reach my king. As long as my lord lives, this holy sword cannot break. The holy sword. Gawain, one of the best known knights of the Round Table, holds the sister sword to Excalibur. Its name is... Caliburn? No. Durandal? No. Galantine? Sure, that works. I have never seen a holy sword before, even in the hands of an enemy. It gleams. This blade was not meant to gleam for you. It shines only for my king. It is a tool to defeat the king's enemies, not a glittering piece of pomp, lewd emperor. Yo! He's not wrong, but you don't need to call her out like that. So that is the shape your chivalry takes. How twisted. When I am drunk, I boast of myself, but you are dead drunk on servitude. Do you not realize this? He's a tool, and not his sword. He is a tool. Oh, wait, you meant he behaves like one. Wait, no. Enough of your words. You shall feel what it means for a sword to be guided by a righteous king. He's a tool for the king. I just thought he's a tool, because I mean... Oh boy, how many previews do I actually get here? A whole one. Ah, perfect. Surely I can just spam skills and be fine, right? Perhaps. Maybe. I'm sure he's overcompensating with that sword. God, I hope so. How much damage am I gonna take? Like, how badly is bro? Dude, I didn't do any damage. I think this is gonna go to this. Because it didn't, dude, he used a defense buff despite like handily having the advantage, since I don't do any damage at the moment. I have not even smudged his damn health bar. I'm gonna block here. Do this. Also, get a heal off about right here, maybe. Okay, I can only negate one more instance of damage. Yeah, we can't damage him. It's fine. I'm not really worried about winning. The whole point is to survive for 3 turns. But I just think it's funny that despite the fact I do 0 damage, he still used a defense buff. It's less that I'm actually concerned about damaging him and more that I think it's funny he buffed his defense even though I don't do damage at the moment. Okay, we only need to survive 1 more turn. I don't know if I have the MP for this though. So I'll just have to be very careful with my attack. Let's do break, break, guard, break. If I'm wrong twice and we say they do, dude, I don't know how much damage a full attack of his even does. Oh, I guess I could do this. If we do that, I can heal here. Not that. If I heal here, I can do this and be relatively safe. Hopefully. Ouch. Okay, he only does 500. I didn't even need to heal that early, but that's okay. We're guaranteed to live. That's good enough. This heal actually was like unnecessary, but it's fine. 0 damage. Yup. Good stuff. Okay, no, that heal wasn't unnecessary. That might have just saved my ass. Never mind. Wait, the time is up. Please put away your sword. As you command. I have Seraph's intervention to thank for my life, I believe. Nice, Noma. There isn't a single scratch on Gawain's silver armor, but Saber is struggling for breath. Today was fun banging. I look forward to engaging you in combat again. Yay. With a smile, Leo disappears off into the arena. What is the meaning of this? Never mind that sword. How is he able to avoid taking damage? Truly, he is a knight imbued with the power of Helios. That was no falsehood. It was too much. Is Helios the Roman god of the sun? Am I remembering that correctly? Any knowers in chat? Or is he like a what was Helios? Like, he's got to be related to the sun of some kind. No, because the Roman one was someone else, right? Because the Roman ones were all named after planets, I thought. Helios must be the Greek one. So, yeah. The Roman one must have been... I don't actually know what the Roman god of the sun would be. But I think Helios was the Greek god of the sun. That would make more sense. Good evening. What's up, Bump? I, as well as Saber, have overcome a lot of powerful... Soul, maybe? Soul might be the Roman one, yeah. So maybe Helios is the Greek one. Okay, that's... Alright, so I wasn't wrong. That's what I remembered, is that Roman ones tended to be named after planet. Whereas the Greek ones had the more... So that Helios is the Greek god of the sun, if I had to... Dude, it's been so long since I studied, like, mythologies. That was like a middle school paper. Yo, he didn't even make a scratch on Gawain's armor. Just 4 days remain before the elimination battle. I wonder if we can really close the gap in ability before then. There must be something we can do. If we don't find a solution, I won't be able to reach the Holy Grail. Ain't that the truth? All right, well, we kind of got swamped there, and now we have no resources, but that is okay. We'll figure it out. Item. Wait, did I unequip No? I thought I had more MP than that. Oh, I was looking at the wrong thing. Never mind. So... I'm gonna use like 5 of these. It's a pretty hefty investment, but I think it's worth it because we've got quite a few more battles, I think, this floor. If I want to fight them all. And then let's go 2 ether crystals to get her back at full HP. And then let's change my equip, we need the Staff of Rebuke back, and we also want to put on the second strike back. And then I'm going to heal her MP just in case. Leo disappears in the arena. I should be able to have a rematch if I catch up with him. However, Saber couldn't deal Gawain a lick of damage. His strength must be... Oh, wait. Are we actually being forced to leave right now? Oh, motherfucker. Unless we eliminate that, we'll be repeating the same battle over and over. Recklessness won't bring about change. Unfortunately, I have to think of a plan. Oh, so we actually can't fully explore today. I wasted all those items. Whatever. I'm not even gonna bother like trying to level to justify the item use. We're just gonna dip. It's fine. Feels bad, but whatever. That was like tens of thousands of dollars down the drain, but whatever. To think that my blade could not even scratch him. That Knight of the Sun is impressive. I swear there must be a trick behind it. We must find out, or the upcoming elimination battle will be short. What? 4 days remain? You have overcome greater obstacles, so why not this as well? Oh, we did technically get more enemy information though. So we're alright. Save my progress? Yeah. I mean, past a point, I feel like money isn't that big of a concern in this anyway. Gawain is so strong. The power he met me with in the arena surpassed my expectation. Saber's attacks didn't even put a scratch in his armor. Praetor, you should not keep your thoughts to yourself. Endlessly ruminating is futile. Instead, you should speak to me. It is boring to be left alone. Inappropriate as it is for me to say, have not all your opponents up to now been greater than you? Yet with tenacious persistence, you were able to overcome them. Why should you cower now? You are not alone. I am your companion, as is Rani. You can overcome any blows as long as I will suffer those blows with you. That's right, not a single fight has been easy. I just need to do the same thing one more time, just once more. I shouldn't worry because I have Rani as my ally. That's right. Let's go to the chapel real quick before I forget. And go ahead and input some more points into strength. I think A is probably fine in terms of defense. I don't think we need to go any higher. I'm tempted to put some into luck for shits and giggles, but it's not like it would do a whole lot. Let's get our agility to see. Maybe I worry about agility on a different playthrough, actually. Because I think agility is nice to have when facing the super boss, but since the super boss isn't available on New Game, I may just pump strength the rest of the playthrough. Now that I think about it, may make more sense to just pump strength. Yeah. What now? Need another alteration? Nah. No, I think A is A plus is the last rank that's like relatively easy to get, because going all the way up to A plus plus, there is no S rank. It just goes A plus and then A plus plus and then EX. EX is when it's maxed. So from A to A plus, it's like 24 points. Most ranks are roughly 24 or 26. I think A to A plus is actually one of the shorter ones. A to A plus plus, or A plus to A plus plus should be something like, God, that's absurd. 65 points. So getting to A plus plus would take 20 levels? 20, no, 10, shit, 10, 20, no, because 10 levels is 60, and therefore 65 would be, I guess it's 11 level. Could I possibly get 11 level? Would I end this at 40, 48? I doubt I'll hit 48 by the end of the game. That seems unlikely, but fuck it. Okay. But not much. Good to hear it, Dump. I mean, I suppose. Better than anything bad. Yeah. You find it? The object that grants wishes? Yeah, here, have this teacher's emblem. This isn't it. Please, you have to get it for me. Come on. You'll try again, won't you? Fine. I guess I will. Thank you, thank you, thank you. You have my gratitude. Has to be on the arena's second floor. It just has to. The area's probably over the sea right now, so everything should be copacetic. For 2 days' time, I won't be able to see you again, so please get what I asked for before then. Oh, Jesus Christ. All right, let's go talk to Rani. Because we need her assistance in figuring out a plan. You fought against the servant of the Harway Scion. I tell Rani about my encounter with Gawain, who I fought against the previous day. His name, which bears no shame, the blade that shines like the sun, his apparent invincibility. He may be strong, but why other than hubris did Gawain reveal his true name to you? I wonder if the legends of him receiving divine protection have an element of truth to them. As long as the sun shines, Gawain might be the mightiest legendary soul, even greater than Arthur. The power of legend. Gawain's exploits are described in detail in the Knights of the Round Table mythos. It's said that he was a hero who was blessed with a great power by the sun. Now that I think about it, his abilities seem to be taken straight from the legends. However, even heroes can die, and in the end, Gawain too will succumb to death. No matter how powerful he may be, he cannot escape the ties that bind him to his legend. Per the legend, if one were to overcome his greatest strength, he'll be left vulnerable. The stories say Gawain died by the hand of Sir Lancelot, who waited until the sun set to strike what became a lethal blow. But in this era, the arena days are controlled by the system. I couldn't imagine the sun setting while inside here. Then I shall have to block out the sun. Oh, how convenient. Unfortunately, my power is but such that it'd only be for a moment, and I can't guarantee that it'll work. While Rani's power as a magus is without question, to use such an advanced technique, I wonder if there's something I can do to help. This will take a great deal of focus, so I'll need a place where I won't be interrupted. At first, I couldn't think of a place on campus that gave a magus, or that a magus could work without bother. Maybe the multimedia room that Julius was using before. But the secret to gaining access to it probably died with the original occupant. For now, I'll poke around the multimedia room and maybe I'll find a clue about how to get in. Wouldn't that be convenient? The multimedia room is on the second floor? I don't actually remember what floor it's on. It might be the first, now that I think about it. I think it's the first room here, because the second floor is the library, isn't it? Is it a different room on the library? Because... oh no, wait, the multimedia room is... hold on. It's not this, right? This is a library. Was it on the third floor, and was it actually this door? No? Oh, it's literally right next to Rani. God damn It was on the 3rd floor. The multimedia room. This place must have facilities that support extensive hacking. I place my hand on the door and wonder how to get in. I knew it! I heard a mild electric shock when I touched the door. It's been booby-trapped. Grr, as much as I don't like speaking poorly of the dead, that guy was such a pain. Julius has barred the way so that no other may enter. Even in death, he confounds our plan. I have an idea. If only Julius can enter, then I just have to pretend to be Julius. I'm going to masquerade as the guy? I don't know. If only I had something of his. Anyway, I'll go look around the place where I fought Julius. Maybe I'll find a clue. Alright, I guess we're going back to the 1st floor. Of the dungeon, I mean. Specifically. Sounds good to me, I guess. We just need to go back to where we fought him, which was near the end of the 1st floor. I probably will just fight my way through. Admittedly, this might be the last day we end up playing today on stream. So after I do this dungeon thing and leave with whatever item we need, we may run out of time. But we'll be able to do the rest of this week next week. When we finally fight Leo. Oh yeah, we saw the shiny literally as it was showcasing the arena. What of Julius's possessions? We need a bit of his data in order to fool the protection protocols placed in the multimedia room. Perhaps I should go to where he and I fought and where he disappeared. Might be able to find something of his there, or at the very least, some kind of clue. There isn't much time left in the prep period. If I don't look into it today, I may not get another chance. Should be a bit more cautious when I go exploring. Time constraints on this week are actually a little bit more intense than I had anticipated. I think I was like, oh yeah, he won't try anything underhanded, so it'll be fine. But then it wasn't, because his servant has cheat codes. Also, Julius showed up, which was weird. This week is more convoluted than I had initially hoped. I don't remember what the attack on the 3rd move was. Not guard, that's for sure. It might have actually been attack. At least there's only a few battles on this floor. Seriously? I don't know what the patterns are. I thought I had more info on these guys. We certainly don't get a lot of EXP from them, that's for damn sure. I'm using a lot more mana than I thought I would. There we go. Here's one of the ones where I have a bunch of info. Also, we were doing what, like 700-ish before on some of those, and now we're doing 800 to 900 after only like a single level's worth. Not bad. But we did hit the A+ milestone, which does have a pretty big effect. Attack, attack, guard, break. Something like this? So they go counterclockwise? I guess it didn't really matter after the first 3 anyway. Oh. The ones on this floor seem to have a counterclockwise pattern. I can word good. Fucking horn. Give me more enemy data. Oh, the more I have, the better it will be on future playthroughs. Attack, attack. To be fair, this late in the game, it doesn't really matter which character I'm playing as. Shouldn't be too hard. It's the early weeks that suck the most with some of the other characters. By this point, I mean, I guess I don't know how Archer plays. I assume he's fine this deep into the game. Tamamo is already on easy mode by this point, though. Because she has, like, a skill that does damage while also stealing MP or some bullshit. And she can just spam that infinitely. So, you know, she's totally, completely fair and not at all broken, even a little bit. Tamamo's like awful in the early game, but by late game, she's the strongest, I would say. But her early game is ass. We're almost there. I think we gotta fight like 2 more battles. Actually, we're making our way through this floor a little faster than I had anticipated. Somehow I thought this would take longer, but I guess this floor is really small. I still probably won't risk another in-game day though. I'm assuming this is gonna be fun regardless of outcome. Nah, if it blocked, I'll have to wait till next turn to... Oh, no, it didn't block. Fortunately. More enemy info. How nice. The prompts you love to see. Last dude. Hi. Easy. Honestly, the stun is a game changer. It also is just super duper helpful for any of the other enemies. Getting 2 free hits is pretty nice. Here, this is where I fought with Julius and where he finally disappeared for good. As I carefully examine the area where he stood, I see a black feather lying on the floor. Obtained obsidian feather. That looks to be one of the feathers that adorned the coat he always wore. I'm sure that it will have a number of his thoughts and memories embedded in it. Interesting thought. Maybe something so tied to Julius would be enough to break through the protection. I'll give it a try as soon as I return to camp. And that's immediately what we're gonna do. There's no point in staying here any longer. I do want to check what the target level for this week is. Just out of curiosity. I think it was 35 last time. Something like that. No, it was 32. I thought, maybe. This is okay, it's 35 this time. It was 32 last time. And we were already level 35, actually, I think, when this week started. Ta-da. Save your progress? Might as well. Let's at least take care of all of the school events while I have the time. Might as well. I have possession of Julius's... I have a possession of Julius's that I picked up in the arena. With this, I may be able to break into the multimedia room and use it as a bait. Oh, I can sense the Scorpion's residual thoughts in this. With this, the multimedia room's identification scan should prove no obstacle to you. I'll begin opening our new base of operations immediately. Come by this evening. We'll make plans at that time. I hope the procedure goes well. Nah, I need to focus on chipping away at Gawain's ability for now. Oh boy. Let's go talk to Rani. Floor 3. How much money do I have? Enough. Wait, hold on. Before I forget, let's go restock on some items and buy the last code cast. There's like 0 chance I remember to do this next week. Buy the silver anklet would be very nice for the 3rd playthrough. Items. So in terms of other stuff, yeah, dude, using those 5 cost me a 10k. That ended up being a giant waste. And then I used some ether crystals too. Fine. All right, I have no money, but that's fine. Now we go to the 3rd floor. Why am I walking there manually when I can teleport? Ouch, dude, my hand. Please hold the Scorpion's article next to the door. I hold up Julius's possession as Rani requests. Next, Rani utters a low chant and the lock clicks open. It is a success. There is much power in this place. I believe I can hack the arena to lower the lighting from here. Please stall for time, however you can, banging. Of course. While Rani is hacking here, I'll distract Leo. If correctly timed with the fall of the light, just 1 strike against Gawain is all that is needed. We will only have 1 chance. It is of the utmost necessity that we be in perfect synchronization. After I nod in agreement, Rani goes into the multimedia room. Better go find Leo right away, because if I miss him going into the arena and mess up the timing, this plan will amount to nothing. Cool. Back to floor 1. So I'm not going into the arena today. We're probably going to end a little early just because that's what the time coincides with. We should at least be able to check out this last event before I go. There's someone in deep crimson in a deep crimson uniform across the hallway. It's Leo. Dude, my nose won't stop itching. I have to get into the arena and buy some time while Rani finishes her hacking. I've got to chase him down before I lose sight of him. Go quickly. Go. Except instead of actually going, I'm gonna save and then we're gonna call it. Ta-da! All right, that is gonna be where we stop this one. I'm gonna go ahead and end the VOD. See you later in the next one. VOD crowd, thanks for watching.